Va salute. This is Troy Pacelli of Last Call, and I'm just here to let you know that the following live stream is rated R for adult language, highly inappropriate jokes, and oh, who the are we kidding? We have no idea what is going to come out of Gorilla's mouth. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Waltons review, where we are reviewing The Lie from Season 3, Episode 15. With me, I got Resolute Germ. How are you doing?
Not too bad. How you doing, Roa?
Oh, it's been quite a day. But I don't have to deal one of the supervisor there for a while. So
what'd you do to him?
That's a backstage discussion right there. For legal
lawyer.
For legal purposes, that'll be a backstage discussion. But and how are you doing, PvP?
Oh, not bad. Have a reasonably productive day so far. Getting a lot of cleaning and tidying and getting stuff done that I've been putting off too long actually done today. So I'll keep working at it tonight and keep working at it tomorrow, and hopefully by Sunday morning I'll be back to where I need to be. So yeah, I'll be busy, but it's a good feeling to actually get all this shit done finally. So yeah,
I found it helps if I just write everything down and break it down into smaller tasks and stuff.
Yeah,
stuff there.
That's true. I try to do that. I try to, I try to do like work on one room at a time, because I figure if I start working on too many different rooms, then I'm running around back and forth, and that uses up even more time, right? So I try to I've been working on the kitchen, getting the kitchen cleaned up today. So
yeah. And how are you doing? Oh, that's good. And how are you doing, Mikey?
I'm doing wonderful. Gorilla, Suzanne, and I had a nice, wonderful meeting with one of our supervisors in the building earlier today, and they said we need to get rid of our bottom lock, which has been there faithfully for the last 8 years. And all of a sudden, they said, no, we're going to put a metal plate there, and the only thing that's going to protect your room is the top lock, which can easily be broken into by anybody. So we're like, oh, that was fun. Yeah.
Did you tell them, don't you have like more like other things to worry about? Like maybe finding out who keeps setting off the fucking fire alarm?
Yeah, really. I told them that. But I told the fire department about that a couple times. And they said there's nothing we can do. If you find somebody in the act of it and then take like a picture of them and then give it to us, while the alarms go off, then we can do something about that person, that individual. But otherwise, there's nothing we can do.
So
it's an alarm and they have to respond to it.
Mikey, if you know who's doing it, you just do what we do here in the United States. We'll put on a Batman costume, grab a baseball bat, because you can't do what we do in the United States, and just go bust some knees. They're not going to recognize you with the Batman. Yeah, still think you're Bruce Wayne.
Costume. Yeah. There we go.
That's really realistic advice too, isn't it, Mikey? Like, just take a photo of the perpetrator while he's pulling the fire alarm, like you're going to be there right at that second.
Wait, are they actually pulling it, or are they setting it off with their joints?
They're setting it off with their joints and their cigarettes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
what chance? So how many hours a day do you have to spend walking around the hallways to actually catch somebody taking a puff?
Hey, well, here's the thing, Ken. Doesn't it tell them which fire alarm is going, or which smoke detector set off the fire alarm?
Yeah, well, it happens, but here's the thing. They've told us for years they've wanted to put in, CCTV camera type things, and everything in every single floor, to catch anyone that just is smoking when they're not supposed to and set off the alarm and so on and so forth. And they've been promising, but they don't do anything. They don't do anything. It's just insane.
You got bad building managers, Mikey, basically.
Yeah,
right.
Like when we had an alarm go off there at my old job there, they do as a faulty sensor, and they knew exactly which sensor was that set it off in which office. And they don't have that in your apartment. What?
Yeah, so they can avoid it, right? Yeah.
No, so they can
Because they
fix it.
didn't.
Well, they
Oh,
need to fix it.
They
Fix
just
it.
need to spend a few dollars on security cameras. Like, geez, if you guys, everybody's paying rent, like they should get something back for the rent you're paying, right? And I just want to mention that just taking away your door
Yeah.
security by forcing you to remove a lock that's been keeping you safe for 8 years is crazy. Like that makes absolutely no sense at all. Like
Yeah.
it makes no sense.
Yeah. But I also want to say welcome to Jim's Landscaping LLC, #1 Commodore Productions. Welcome, welcome. He says hello.
Hey,
And
Jim.
Mike is saying hello to everybody here. Then I put the link if you've seen the episode or if you want to help the channel out. And then Jim says, Mikey, put a tiny camera reviewing the fire alarm pull station.
And I told them
They're
they're already planning that, Jim. Yeah, so they're planning for that.
Alrighty.
Well, something, obscure, doesn't look out of place, and they're just trying to plan that so that, if they catch somebody actually smoking, let's say in the rec room or something like that, they can catch them, and then, no problem, with the cameras and stuff.
Actually, Mikey, I think I got the perfect camera for you.
Okay.
I think the perfect camera for the job.
All right.
Oh, where is it? Where is it?
I'm afraid to look.
Yeah, this will be good, I'm sure.
I'm sure it will be.
Oh, now I can't find. Now I don't have the picture of it.
Well, you can show me later if you want, Gorilla. It's fine. We've been waiting 2 weeks for you to do this episode because both PPP and we watched the episode.
Yeah.
And I even watched Judy Norton's behind the scenes.
I found it. I found it. Here it is. Here's the inconspicuous camera.
Okay.
Oops. All right. So, and I promise we'll get to the episode here in a second. But I found right here, Mikey. This is the camera you need for the to put it on here. This one here.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, no! I don't need a hanging man. I don't need a man hanging. Right here. This thing. You need this thing right here. So,
oh my god!
Very subtle.
Yeah, it's very subtle.
Huge. Wow, yeah, subtle. Okay.
It would definitely keep people out of the hallway, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's laughing. He's like,
oh man.
Okay.
Alrighty, so
here we go. In this
we'll start.
a bad boy.
All right, we'll start with the prologue here.
Okay.
During the time when I was growing up on Walton's Mountain, I heard whispers and rumors about a woman named Virginia Madden. Some claimed that she was dead. Others said that she had simply run away from a bad marriage. Whatever happened to Victoria, she left behind a daughter. Her name was Nancy, and when my brother Ben became attracted to her, he had no idea of what the consequences would be. Well, this is what you get for trusting a blonde. So yeah, here they're gonna get. They're all talking about some job over at water people at the circus there. They needed like three. They wanted 3 boys for a water boy. Yeah, sure. They're gonna be carrying. That's all they're gonna be doing is carrying water. At the circus, or they'd easily skip town.
Yeah, but then they have to be careful with the elephants. They have to be careful with the elephants because, I knew someone who actually was in the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus, and when you're a water boy, you got you got to have a couple people help you to carry this really huge bucket of water, for the elephants. But the elephants are naturally, playful. So when you put it down, you got to be careful because then they'll splash you, without any reason or rhyme. It's funny. It is. It really is. I just want to throw that in. Yeah, that's a lot of funny. Go ahead, Gorilla.
All right. Yeah, sorry, I had to yell at the kid.
Oh, the kid's there? Oh, sorry.
Both of them.
Whack. Go
And
away.
he's like, hey, here you can tell he's just a quick distracted.
On how much work there is to be done at home. Well, could you ask today? Otherwise, it'll be too late. Yeah, maybe. Well, I gotta think about it.
Yeah, he did a quick dash there.
Oh, boy.
Well, it's like the whole time just staring at her. You know, nowadays that'll get you pepper sprayed. He goes, yeah, this is what happens.
I've been watching you all day. What are you so sad about?
Yeah, I've been watching you all day. That'll get you fucking pepper sprayed. Trust me on that.
Or at least a slap across the face. Get away, Ben.
Hey, I'll take a slap. I'll take a slap over a freaking pepper spray any day.
Well, that's the first reaction. Then you get the spray.
Well, you're doing the taser if you reach your the goal you want to reach soon, and if you get a higher number of subs, are you going to eventually go for the pepper spray option as well, Gorilla?
Yeah,
maybe. But
okay, there you go.
I've gained a few subs over the last few days.
Well, that's good. I guess people really want to see you get tased.
Yeah, just make sure it's a full-on tase, not a reach around, okay? Hey, where's that taser? Ah!
Hey, man, I could really use a reach around.
No!
Yeah.
Okay, that's something you need to edit and put into your next short.
All right, so. Oh, Ben, just leave me the fuck alone, yeah. See, even the kid agrees with me.
Yeah, I can't see.
Oh,
I can't see what Ben sees in her. I really can't. Like,
you should tell your mini gorilla. Not all of this is ample for human consumption.
Hey, quit drinking all my damn pop, but hey. All right, and just a sec. All right. Well, I can tell you exactly what he sees in her. Though she might have to put a couple apples there to make them look bigger.
Well,
yeah, but I mean,
Ben is
personality-wise, she hasn't got much.
Well, you can tell in this whole scene here, she is just reading. She's just reading the teleprompter in half of it. Or something.
Yeah. I thought.
Yeah, she just.
Yeah. I thought the actress was really not very good in the episode. Really.
No, she wasn't.
I mean, usually the guest starring, characters have much better actors playing the role than this. I didn't think her performance was very good at all.
Yeah, and she wants to go to Charlottesville. All right,
got an echo happening somewhere there, bro?
Yeah, it's Mikey. So here, when we talk here, sometimes it reverberates back into your mic.
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
So.
See my mother.
See.
Your mother? I thought she was dead.
Everybody thinks so.
Now you can tell that the guy who plays Ben's trying to play off of her, but you can tell she does not act well with him because she doesn't look at him, and when they have her turn her head to talk to him, he's not in the scene, so she must be either talking to someone else or talking to like an empty air.
Yeah, they've had no chemistry at all, I thought, in this episode. Like, zero chemistry. Like, I couldn't believe either one of them caring about the other one, I didn't feel any chemistry between the characters,
Well, they're child actors too, so.
Yeah, but usually Ben, the guy playing Ben, he's usually decent in most episodes. But he doesn't get a lead role very often, I guess, like this episode. So I guess that could be it too, right, Gorilla? So, yeah.
Yeah, so, I just want to briefly tell you guys about Cindy Fisher. She's the actress who plays Nancy. She was in Blues Brothers. She was in Stone Boy. And she was in the Swiss Family Robinson in 1975. And she's she's still around. She has 2 kids, and she's been married to the same man since 1984. So, yeah. She was born in 1959, July
Well, I thought
31st. So she just celebrated her 65th birthday. She just celebrated her 65th birthday. So, yeah, that plays Nancy. So that's her, Cindy Fisher. Yeah, that's cute. Yeah, just wanted to bring a backstory on her.
Yeah.
So,
Here, I just
yeah.
want to show a little bit more of her wooden acting here.
Yeah,
She
okay.
didn't die. She ran away. Daddy didn't tell anybody. And don't you tell either.
She's living in Charlottesville?
She's just stopping over there on her way to Florida.
Yeah, you can tell that it's just
Yeah,
very
she's
wooden
just reading
acting.
from cue cards. Yeah, she's just reading from cue cards.
Yeah, I mean, for someone talking about her long lost mother, she's not really showing a heck of a lot of emotion, really. You know, it's pretty flat performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the thing. So her mother ran away, moved up north, and everybody thinks that they're fucking dead. Their dad said no. And essentially what she does is she drags Ben into go. Can you take me to Charlottesville, please, please? But you can't tell my daddy. You can't tell John Boy. You can't tell. I guarantee you, if Ben would just went to John Boy and go, hey, what the hell's her name?
Nancy?
Doesn't
Man,
matter what her name is. The slutty blonde.
Oh, the slutty blonde.
I guarantee
All
if
he
you
has
would
to
just
do.
went to John Boy and go, hey, her dad, whatever, Eustace won't understand, but she really wants to see her mother. Can you please take us into Charlottesville later? I guarantee you, I don't even have to question. John Boy will have said yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
At least he would have left his keys out where it'd be very easy to find.
well,
And he wouldn't have broken up.
Yeah.
well, Ben would didn't have a problem fighting him, or even if John, even John might have gone. Yeah, it's not fair. He might have gone and slapped some sense into Eustace into taking him into Charlottesville.
Well, that's
Yeah.
one part, that didn't make a lot of sense because I'm sure if he'd actually, gone and asked John Boy if John Boy would mind driving them into Charlottesville, I think John Boy, probably being the sensible person that he is, he would have thought, well, I can keep Ben out of trouble, so what the hell? Why not just drive them into Charlottesville, even though it's a pain in the ass? I'll go ahead
Yeah.
and I'll do it anyway.
Yeah. Plus, he doesn't, the thing that really was surprised me about Ben in this, first of all, he only has a learner's permit, for Christ's sakes. And the girl Nancy he's taking into town has nothing. So if the two of them got into an accident between there at Walton's Mountain and Charlottesville, who's to say? I mean, it's like, that's just totally irresponsibility. I mean, and if it happened in today's age, Ben would be thrown in jail. His permit would be taken away. He'll never get a license for a lot of years. And maybe Nancy's dad, got into an accident, and you never know. So it's really bothersome.
Ben, this would be like a first offense because he never got in trouble with the crime. They would have thrown him in jail, and even he's too young for jail for such a what would be considered a minor traffic offense. Unless the other person died, then he could nowadays would be charged with vehicle or homicide. I don't know when that became a thing,
right?
But nowadays the parents can get charged with reckless endangerment of a child. They can be held responsible for the accident for not controlling their kids,
right?
And all that too.
And if somebody got hurt, it's involuntary manslaughter, right, Gorilla? So yeah.
Well, it all depends on the judge, your jurisdiction, and what they decide to charge you with. Well, with Ben being 15 and being like he has never gotten in trouble with the law before, they wouldn't lock him up for that. But the parents might get charged for that, or in trouble for it.
Yeah. So we're basically saying, right? So we're basically saying here in this episode that Ben, gets into trouble. But if it was in today's age, he'd be in a world of hurt. So
yeah. Okay. Hey, welcome to the Christian Carpenter. He says, "Good night, John boy." And Mike, he says, "Hello to CC. Great to see you." And goes, "Hey, Mikey, and welcome, Sci-Fi Sit Dan. Welcome, welcome." Now, yeah, you're in for one fun review here. So anyhow, blah blah blah. So basically, she basically begs and pleads and makes promises she knows she'll never keep to get him in there while it's dangerous, and she promises not to tell anybody because I might tell my dad. Okay, so she just now here's the dumb part on Ben's part here.
Yeah, he didn't hold out for more.
Right.
He could have held out and spent that night in that nice hotel with that girl.
Well, I'm not even talking that. I'm talking about, first of all, they've only just said goodnight, and now he's getting up. Yeah, I mean, any smart kid, every dumb kid has made the mistake of, oh, my parents are in bed. They're asleep right after they close their bedroom door. That's the dumb ones. The smart ones wait like at least 20 minutes to half an hour.
So
Yeah,
let's
well,
see. I think he's
Ben
still
doesn't do
dressed.
much. Ben doesn't do much of anything that's smart in most of this episode, does he? It's like he's pretty well an idiot through most of this whole thing, really.
Yeah. Hey, I
think
want to
whatever
know what that bed's made out of. That looks like it's that soft.
It's probably duck feathers.
that almost looks like a spring bed, doesn't it, Gorilla? The way he kind of sprung out of it. You're not telling me that's not making any noises.
No, Derby here says he might think it's duck feathers.
Duck feathers? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but anyhow, he does this here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, nobody's gonna notice that. Come on.
Nobody's gonna notice that. Like, your pillow's gone. There's no head sticking out. Plus, your feet are gone.
Oh my God. Plus, with all the creaks and moans that the house goes through.
Oh, we covered that in the ghost story.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I know. I watched it. Yeah, I was gonna say the creaks and moans.
Oh, John! Oh, John! Oh, John!
Can he get away?
So he sneaks out, and you do not hear anything in the wooden house. So I call bullshit.
Usually those stairs are a lot creakier, aren't they? A lot of episodes.
That's what I said. Because I know from what I've been with you guys and from when I watched it before, that house has a lot of creaking floorboards and shit. So yeah, I call BS on that for sure. Because I'm like, come on, somebody had to have known something was going on. Sneaking out or doing something. Just saying.
Yeah,
at least Mom and Dad would have been more aware, or even John Boy.
John Boy just went to sleep like a minute earlier, so he'd probably still be awake. You think?
Well, I'm not so convinced. John would have been. Maybe he was balls deep in Olivia at the moment.
Yeah, and Daniel's Hot Topics made a good comment there. He said, "How did anyone ever live in these times? No internet, no streaming, no gaming. Sounds horrific."
Oh,
I agree.
I don't know. I think sometimes it was, sometimes those simpler times had a lot to say for them too. There's a lot less complex shit to worry about in life. It was a lot more basic.
Yeah, and Sit there said hello to Elda on the panel. Hello, Dave. And hey, Daniels, he says hi. And then he goes, well, it's simpler time. They have fishing. They play outside. They gone hunting. And why do you think families were so big that back then? I'll let you figure that one out.
People were less distracted, I think, a lot of the time, right? They were just more focused on just surviving, because life was, a lot more basic back in those days.
Yeah. Well, I remember asking my I remember asking or wondering what my parents used to do back then there. And I asked my 17 brothers and sisters, and none of us could figure out what they used to do.
Yeah,
And-
plus, the parents and the grandparents were hiding out doing the boom chicka wow wow somewhere, and you didn't know. There were no distractions. I mean, come
Yeah.
on. How do you think they created all these children?
And
Jesus.
Boomer goes, hello. Hey, Boomer.
Hello,
Hey,
day, oh. Hey, Phantom Boomer, come. Yeah. That's funny. Okay. And how do people not even know that he's taking the car? Come on, there's some noises that come from the car too.
Well,
Come on.
he does push the car out a ways before he starts the engine.
Well, you can still hear it going down the road, can't you? Even from an open window.
It's hard to tell. Hard to tell with all that that background music playing over it.
That's true. Wherever
That's probably it. Like that background music. John Boy and everybody could probably just hear the music, and they didn't know he's taking it.
You're right. I forgot about the music.
That's
Oh
right.
my god. Yeah, that's it. That down home music, that hillbilly music. Wee. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's kind of more like Walton's sentimental music, I thought, but
yeah.
But I don't
hey,
know.
Daniel.
Not a much in this episode that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, families were bigger because they like to play bump bump, right?
Yeah. Okay. All right, so Ben's taking the car.
Yep.
And Chief is toasting us again with his drink. There he is. Chief Badman in New Zealand. Let's see.
John went downstairs in his underwear.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, so Ben is now sneaking around. He found the Maddens. Now he's going to sneak up to the house. You guys okay? Everybody froze.
I think Gorilla must have been
there, Gorilla.
Oh, there you are, Gorilla.
You're busy there with the kiddo or something with Gorilla.
Oh, come on. His kid is cute. He's a handsome lad. He just needs to learn the ways of the world like Gorilla has.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, and in the
I can hear you now.
Gorilla.
You can hear you now.
Oh, son of a bitch,
if your kid put you in the grave or not.
No, well, no wonder Mike
No,
kept talking over me. I was cussing and swearing here. But no, that's first thing I said. I don't know if you heard it. It was must be nice having a car so light that a scrawny little person like Ben could push it. But then driving down the road there, you were talking about how they couldn't drive down the road. Well, that's because they just might think it'd be Yancey coming back from a beer run. Okay, we'll have it. But anyhow, here I will laugh so hard if you forgot to put the parking brake on and it just drove right into a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of this episode that didn't make a whole hell
We
of a lot
just
of
lost
sense.
Daniel there for a minute. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so
Not a particularly well written episode, really.
Yeah, and somehow the father don't now. No, this is supposed to be after dark. So what's with this? You can tell this is they did this at like sunset.
Yeah,
or you can actually tell if you look through the trees. That actually looks like blue sky to me, unless I'm full of it. But I mean,
yeah, it is blue sky, but you can tell
it's midday. They just had to
midday.
tone down the camera because they can't afford to do lighting at
night. Right. The lighting of the camera. Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
they just do like a day shoot, but they just alter it, in the camera. Yeah.
Oh, so they just turned down the brightness.
That's a trick they use. I've seen them use that in quite a few, films
It's-
and TV and stuff.
Right. It's something they called an early camera filter because even Judy Norton said they filmed most of this during the daytime and they had to filter out some of that light that was coming from the day to make it appear like it was more nighttime. But yeah, this is filmed during the midday, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And tell me,
that's why I was looking at it and said, "Oh, that's weird."
So-
yeah.
so either her father's passed out drunk, or he's death, or what? Something.
He's deaf.
Well, we know he's not deaf.
No,
So
he's not
I'm just
deaf.
gonna go with drunk.
Yeah, because anybody can tell that's a whistle. Like, hey, baby, come on down here.
Yeah. Now, when you guys look at this scene, does this kind of give you like an eerie Romeo and Juliet vibe, sort of? Just sort of.
Not
I
really,
just
no.
kind of throwing it
Well,
out there.
if it was maybe 100 times, 100 times better episode, maybe. But
Yeah.
you know what the vibe it gave me? It's like, Ben, why are you being just an idiot? Taking this chick into town, and you're just going to pay for it because she don't give a rat's butt about you. Like she's just manipulating you, buddy. That's kind of the
Yes.
feeling I got out of the scene.
Yeah,
I
you should have
understood
held
that too.
out for a lot more than the peck on the cheek he
Uh,
gets.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have held for boom
Hey.
chicka wow wow.
Well, at least get a hand job out of the deal.
Well,
Hey, he's in the big city. They're in a perfectly good hotel.
Yeah.
And who knows?
He
Maybe
doesn't
her
need
mother
more
might
than
have
that.
paid for it.
Yeah, just said we can't
Oh.
make our way back tonight. We need some place
Oh.
to stay for the night.
Oh, okay. Now I'm actually visualizing Ben with the daughter and the mother in a room at the hotel in a three-way, having a great old time.
All right. The way this conversation started taking a left turn, then it veered way off course. I have disassociated myself with that last comment.
Oh, you gotta admit it would have made the episode more entertaining. You gotta admit.
Hey,
I
he's
definitely
15,
disassociated myself with that comment.
Yeah, you don't need to throw that much at him. He's 15. He's gonna have his hands full with the daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, looking at her, not really. All right, we gotta move on. We gotta move on. We gotta move on.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
they're holding hands.
maybe a handful. But yeah, you can tell she's reading something. Just the way she's staring.
We don't look much like your daddy, so.
Oh my God. I don't understand.
You must look like your mama, so she's probably beautiful.
See that right there. You get that deserves at least a hand drop. Well, yeah. Now they got it
You should at
completely
least
dark
been
here.
impressed. She acted like she didn't understand the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just being either ignorant or stupid, right? Sure. Oh man, I'm telling you, this is a crazy ass episode. I agree. It's just weird.
Yeah, it was pretty weird, this one.
All right, so blah blah blah. He parks it, and
Of course, like a dummy idiot, he leaves the keys in the freaking.
Hey, don't spoil that.
I'm sorry. I jumped too far. Sorry about that. Sorry. Sorry. Look at
it.
That's going with you?
Yeah, no. It's kind of like when the wife wanted to go to Alta. Do I have to go with you?
that. Just sounds lame.
Good.
If you want to say have some good tale later on in life, you don't just say, "Do I have to go in with you?" Really?
Yeah.
Honestly,
Well,
damn it.
Well, then she shakes her head and goes, "No." She's given that. Yeah, come on.
Ben?
But then she looks back and says, "Come on, Ben." Oh, she is a manipulative little minx, isn't she?
She's just manipulating him through every part of this episode constantly.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he gave that. He gave the same. Do I have to go with you? As when the wife wanted me to take her Alta, which I didn't have to go after that trip because I got kicked out of there.
And because he was
Yeah.
standing in the car, he was ready
Yeah.
to go home.
Can you
He's
guys
like,
hear
"How
me?
old are you?"
Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
we can hear you fine.
Okay.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah, because I got kicked out of Alta.
Oh wow.
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah.
Well, they wanted 48 bucks for this like little eyeliner pencil thing. $48 fucking for that, which I could get the exact same thing at Walmart for like 99 cents.
Why
Wow.
why were you using eyeliner, Gorilla?
I said I took the wife there.
Oh,
Ah.
I didn't hear that part. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but anyhow, the sales lady came up, go, "Can I help you with anything?" I was like, Jesus Christ! At these fucking prices, the least you guys can do is use some fucking lube. But at these prices, now you're not using lube. You're not even going nice and slow. You're just ramming it right in there. They asked us to leave.
48 bucks
Oh.
is pretty expensive. Yeah, that's a bit high priced.
Yeah, unless you're putting on the eyeliner for another edition of Rocky
And
Horror
I
Picture Show.
guarantee you, it was made in a Malaysian sweatshop. I can almost guarantee it.
Oh,
But
man.
Yeah, they've probably got $1's worth of ingredients, and they're charging you 48 bucks for the privilege.
not even $1 worth. Not even $1
Yeah,
worth.
not even worth it. Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
probably not. Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, I was,
Oh, everything's overpriced.
if I were my sisters, I would tell them, refuse to pay those prices. That's ridiculous. You can't pay for common accessories. Jesus.
Yeah, well, Alta is way overpriced.
Right, sir.
All right, so anyhow, they're holding heads and they go to the hotel. And they're like, "What?
Now, how are people not going to notice that these two kids are walking in by themselves, with it holding hands? Oh, jeez.
Well, they're like, ooh, this kid's gonna be lucky tonight. Get a fist bump. I would be laughing if the guys walk past, go like, good work there, boy.
1935. It's Virginia. He should be married and have a job by now.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
anyhow,
we get this stupid scene right here. I don't even know what Mama looks like.
Well, she'll be looking for you, won't she?
Oh my God.
And she doesn't know what I look like either.
Oh no! And then of course they look at
no.
each other, and instantly they know who they are. It's
Oh,
like
I better pause.
it's like
You know what? I'm surprised the bellboy didn't come up to them and said, "Oh, and have some fun."
And instantly they know exactly who it is.
Yeah.
it's
This
pretty
lady.
obvious, pretty fast.
So
I would think that'd be her on the couch, don't you think?
probably. So let's see.
Some obvious Batman detective skills. It's like, hey, she's the one on the couch. Wee. Let's go talk to that woman.
I mean, it's at one point, in some way, it's nice that they don't like search out like, I wonder how it could possibly be. But yeah, at other points they have dumb lines in it like that.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's not a very believable scene at all, really.
Yeah.
No, it just seems
I think
wooden. You're right.
actors.
It just seems wooden, PvP.
No, it's contrived too. It's very contrived. This scene.
Very contrived.
Well, you got two horrible actresses. The mom is a worse actress than the daughter.
Yeah.
At least the daughter, you can say it's youth and experience. Maybe it's her first role or something.
Could be. Yeah.
Her first role.
Yeah.
That could be.
But
I
you're
was
thinking that type of role, that's what the mother did for the role.
Well, how do you think she paid for the hotel?
Well, I was thinking of get a room again, but I won't go back into that. Okay.
Well, and and again, like I said, the actress who plays her, Cindy Fisher, that amazes me that she went from this to Swiss Family Robinson in 1975. I was like, really? Okay. Yeah. What did they see in you?
Wasn't that the Canadian syndicated TV show though? The 75 one,
In
if I
1975?
remember. Yeah,
I
I don't
think
don't
so.
think it was very good. I don't think it was
Yeah,
very good, so I'm not
right.
surprised.
Yeah.
All
Yeah, I
right,
think that was about the right year.
so then we
Yeah.
get this moment, just like just staring at each other like,
Hey, that's my daughter. Mama.
Oh, such emotion. Such
Oh,
Academy
there's no
Award material.
emotion. No. Oh, God, no. There's no Oscar winners in
and
this
Ben's like,
show.
can I get in on this action? All
Wow, wow.
right. All right, so they're sitting there talking. They make Ben sit over in the corner there.
I was so
Yeah,
young.
I think
then.
Ben is just kind of to himself.
Younger than you are now when I married Eustace.
Okay, so what? They got married at like how old is Eustace supposed to even be?
He looks
Like
like he's in
hopefully
his, he looks like he's in his 50s at least, I would guess, in this episode.
He
she look
was about 5 years, or no, 15 years older than she was.
wait. So she married him at 14, and oh
He
man,
was about 29.
so he definitely would be in prison.
Well, not in those days. There was different times, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't give us
Nowadays
some old. Yeah.
Nowadays he'd be in prison because she'd be like what 13, 14 when
He
she
wouldn't be
married
in
her.
prison very long.
Yeah, not very long.
No, the thing is, back then, centuries ago, I mean, geez, there was, grown men marrying like 13-year-olds and whatnot. I mean, it was common back then, right? It was just the way things were. It was like a normal thing in society in those days.
And now,
Not
yeah, and
over
now,
those days.
and now it seems like it's been a
16th
total role
century,
reversal.
maybe, not in-
Now it's like the Cougars
not now.
going after younger men. So
Yeah. Well, back in like the biblical times and all that's because they need the women nice and young to like the men were expected to provide 100% for the family, and the only job that the women had was to bear children, and they needed them in their very young there to so that because childbirth was very dangerous back then, and the man doesn't usually get into his career until later in his life, So it's completely different nowadays. At this time, you don't need that. They're still expected to provide for their family, but they need them to be as young to bear children.
Yeah, it was still risky at this point. So it was phasing out, but it was still a risk. Say 200 years before this, if you got pregnant over 30, you're playing Russian roulette.
Well,
and your
I'm
life is
talking like
basically
20s.
over at that point. Yeah.
Oh, the 20s, okay, relatively okay, but 1700s, 1800s, you want them to start young because if it happens, as I said, over the 30 mark, there's a good chance she's not going to make it.
I don't know. Olivia seemed to make it.
Yeah, that's in the 20s. I'm talking about 100 years, 200 years before that.
Yeah.
By the time of the 20s, the age gap started shrinking because medical technology started getting cheaper.
Oh, okay. I was misunderstanding you. Yeah, so okay, I was just misunderstanding. Okay. So anyhow.
And then, before I was 16, I had you.
I understand, Mama.
I just couldn't.
No child would understand that. She would outright just left him. Or she would, like, child would not understand it.
Yeah, but she makes it sound like a big deal. 16. I mean, my mother had me before she turned 19. So, I mean, come on.
We had Owen when I was 22.
Really? Okay.
Then look how unprepared you were for that. Imagine if it happened to you 6 years earlier.
Then I would have had a
Right.
TV show.
I can see that now. Gorilla's family.
No, they already got a TV show. Well, for at least for the women, it's called 16 and Pregnant.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that, unfortunately. Yeah. That's not a pleasant one either. I mean, there's no reality in that, even though it's a reality TV-based show. Yeah.
Care of you right.
All right, so then we got these two drunkards. They're sitting there. Man, it must be nice not having to worry about being drunk in public.
In public. And of course, they're going like, "Oh, look, there's a vehicle. Maybe we can have some fun."
Well, what they had here wasn't so bad. It's like, well, if I own this, look at the fancy vehicles here.
And look at that terrible outfit he's wearing, PvP. Is that disgusting?
I drive it to Hollywood.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, if I were something like that, I'd have to kick my own ass.
Yes. And then
Don't
kill
worry,
yourself
have to stay in
afterward.
Minnesota to line up to do it for you.
Yeah.
Then
It's
drown
kinda,
yourself in the lake.
what would you describe that fashion style? Would that be described as preppy? I believe might be the word preppy.
Back then, maybe preppy.
Like
maybe.
like college boy kind of, no sense of fashion kind of clothes.
Yeah, but I mean, we're in the 30s, right? So I mean, 1930s. So I'm saying her outfit actually looks a bit more modern than what you were supposed to be wearing in the 30s. Am I wrong, or I'm just?
I could
Just
see
saying.
it passing for what is this, 34 or something that we're up to now?
Something like, yeah.
It fits for it.
I could see it passing for 34. She
Okay.
looks a hell of a lot better than he does. He looks like a jackass in that.
He looks like a goober, man.
Well, he is a Well, PvP, he is a jackass.
Well,
That's
yeah,
right. He's stealing the car.
yeah. He is a dick, isn't he? He real jackass.
Yeah, he's a total douchebag. But, of course, they were talking about that back then. It's like, oh, no, he's just a horse's ass. Yeah, that's probably the closest thing would come to it.
Yeah. Still, I got to say, Ben was pretty much an idiot for leaving the keys in the car. Like,
all right.
Yeah, but could we say that John Boy could have done that maybe once or twice? I mean, come on. Nobody thought about it back then because they thought they thought the car was secure. So I mean, just
well, there's a scene, where Ben does say when they come out of the hotel, he's like, "My keys, I must have dropped them," and so he didn't intentionally leave them in the ignition.
Right.
All right, so.
And I'd be Jeanette McDonald. California.
Yeah, so she's saying she's going to go off to California.
God, she's actually singing California, Here I Come. She's not even knowing how to sing the damn thing. Please. Lady, I don't want you to sing it. You're going to hurt my ears. You already
scary part. The scary part is she's probably a better actress than the main character. Which is really frightening,
You're probably right. Good call, PvP.
Does this guy look? This guy looks vaguely familiar. I don't know. He's been in other stuff, I think, possibly.
Yeah, well, that there would be drunkard number 1, Henry, and that is Tom Henschel.
Yeah, I reckon kind of the face is familiar, the name is not. So he's one of those kind of actors, I guess. I could be totally mistaken, though. Maybe
he looks a little bit like Ben Stiller.
Yeah, he looks
does kind of like
somebody I've seen, but he probably never had much of a career, I would guess.
Hey, Gorilla, what was the actor's name again?
Tom Henschel.
He's the boy, and the girl is Susan Blue. Okay, yeah. Let's look at Henschel here real quick. Well, Henschel's still alive. He's an actor known for Battle Beyond the Stars in 1980. He was in the St. Elsewhere TV series, and he was in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in 1990.
Hey, I know the Battle Behind the Stars. That had Space Job Boy.
Yeah, and it had him. Henschel was the talking android, Dr. Hephaestus Staff.
Hey, I think that's what we'll do Thursday. We're going to watch Battle Beyond the Stars.
Yeah, there we go. And in St. Elsewhere, he played maintenance man Kyle. He was on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He was Mr. Greenspan, Ron. And he was in Remington Steele with Pierce Brosnan. He did Ethan Deerfield for one episode. So that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
Well, he kept busy for a while anyway.
Of course.
All right, we're okay. No new cats. All right. No, you come and get it.
It's your turn.
If I owned this car, I'd be Al Capone, and I'd steal $1 million, and I'd give it all.
Harvey, what is it?
And he's just like, oh my God.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
So this is what you call an opportune criminal. Like, he wouldn't have done it if Ben wasn't so stupid.
Yeah, if Ben had decided to keep the keys in his fucking pocket, like, oh, excuse my language. Ooh, freaking
hey,
bucket.
we gotta swear out of Mikey. Woo!
Time to
we
celebrate.
gotta swear out of Mikey and out of Jill today. I gotta go buy a lottery ticket now.
Oh, was Jill cursing on her Star Trek stream this morning?
Oh, yep, she said shit today.
Oh,
yeah.
excellent.
Oh.
You didn't timestamp that, did you?
That's it. It's within the first half an hour because I ended up having to leave shortly there, but I sent her a video there that said it wasn't an insurrection. It was a fiery but mostly peaceful rebellion at most.
Oh, okay.
And Joe will be
Jill
right
doesn't
back.
curse too often. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. All right.
Come here.
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
Oh, I couldn't.
I can't.
What a golden opportunity to steal a piece of crap.
No one's gonna see us.
Vehicle.
Well, at least she's smart enough not to get in the damn car.
Oh yeah, she's a smarter one. That's why I think that's why PvP and I thought she was a better actress than the other two sitting in the damn lobby with Ben.
She definitely is. She's got more range for sure.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Susan
got-
Blue.
And she's got nothing almost to do in the episode, so that's even scarier that she's got more range than the featured women, right?
Yeah.
Well,
like I said, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
She might have charged more for to be in the show. She had more stuff to do. She might have charged more.
Oh wow. So Susan Blue was born in St. Paul, Minnesota, in your state there, Gorilla. She worked on additional crew. She's an actress. She's also a casting director. She did Transformers the movie in 1986, Friday the 13th, The New Blood. I remember her now. Yeah, she was in that. And Cars in 2006. Wow. So she's done voices, casting. Yeah. And she was born 1948, so she is 76 years old. Yeah. Susan Blue.
Anyway, back at the criminal activity.
Back at the robbery.
Okay, Scary. I'll be right back, baby. With the look.
Harvey, you're not really serious.
God, he's acting like total
Sure
Al
I am.
Capone-ish. Oh, please. Al Capone has more chutzpah than you do, buddy.
Yeah,
Al Capone wouldn't be driving that car, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, no, he wouldn't be driving that piece of crap. Come on.
He'd have something expensive.
Bonnie and Clyde drove something like that. Bonnie and Clyde drove something like that.
Yeah, but Bonnie and Clyde were like working class trash. They weren't like, Al Capone is a little higher up on the social scale.
Yeah.
Oh no, they got quite a bit of money out of the bank here.
Yeah, but they were basically a couple of nobodies before they teamed up and went on their crime spree.
That's right. Yeah, we definitely need to have you watch the Bonnie and Clyde.
Capone was what? Wasn't he into gambling and illegal, alcohol?
Prostitution and money laundering. Yeah, he did all.
He had a lot of stuff going on, Capone. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Bonnie and Clyde were just small-time bank robbers, really.
Yeah, she's just hiding out. See, I thought the hit run was going to be right here, or the hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Yeah. So he actually used some kind of careful getting around that car, but then, never knew after that.
Well, here's the thing too. They did that purposely. Oh, I'm drunk, so let's swerve all over the. road when you're drunk driving, yes, you're swerving, but you don't do it so blatantly obvious. It's just subtle swerves back and forth.
Subtle curves, yeah.
Yeah, versus this guy, they had to show that he's drunk, so he did the wide swerves.
Ah, the wide swerves. Okay. You sound like you had a lot of experience there, Gorilla.
Hey. That's one thing I've never done was drive drunk.
Hey, I can say that too. I never drove.
Like when I was up at the casino, I waited at least 2 hours after my last drink. I only had two beers and some kind of black cherry or some black cherry thing.
Well, I had a couple drinks. I told you about the experience where I had a couple drinks after I had sang the last half of the set with the Little River Band at the Casino Arizona we were at. And then I hung out for another 2-3 hours talking the shit with these guys about music and stuff. And I was just having sodas. I mean, because I had already drank my fill of beer and stuff. And I was like, okay, I better just go to soda before I drive home. It's,
That's what I did. Plus, there was no smoking in the players' lounge.
That's true. Yeah. Which is nice.
Wait.
Penn's having such a good time. He's made that little tower of matchsticks. So nice.
Hey, no, I can't have this.
How did you have to build that club thing? Come on. Oh, man.
Yeah.
How did he find the time? I mean, obviously he's by himself, so there is some time.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's just to show how many hours have passed by.
Ah, that's probably true. Yes.
Yeah, he's bored out of his
makes
mind.
sense. Yeah. He's like, damn it, I took this girl. I wanted to get some boom chicka wow wow, and here she is sitting with her long lost mom who we thought was dead. Okay.
Yeah, you really got to wonder. You really got to wonder about Ben's intelligence in this episode because he just gets played through the whole damn thing.
Well, he's only 15, right, at this time, so he
but still, you think by this point it'd be dawning on him like this chick ain't worth it, man. She's more.
He's being nice. He's playing the long game.
Yeah, he is.
So anyhow, she's gonna ask him what her last name is. He's giving me Burns, and here, no, you gotta see how this brother is.
What's your name gonna be?
Burns. His name is Howard Burns.
Yeah, like that's a real. You guys aren't picking up any background noise, are you?
No, I don't hear any. No, nothing here.
No,
not at the moment.
Okay, because I got Peppa Pig right next to me.
Oh, Peppa Pig. Oh, God, no.
Okay.
He's in land development. He's probably going to get very rich.
Oh, see, that should show how much she's being a fucking gold digger. No, hey, at least it's Peppa Pig and not Peppa Pig.
Oh, jeez.
Mother and daughter, they're kind of alike, a couple of gold diggers,
Well, Ben's never gonna be rich. He's very kind.
They're both manipulators.
So, right here.
I wonder if Nancy and Ben get together another time after this. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, so I didn't miss it. Oh, sorry.
There's a bit at the end of the episode that mentions that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we got this jackass here.
Much better car.
Yes.
Oh, that is a beautiful car.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful car. That one I could get around to driving. Yes. That one I could.
Do you even know how to drive the old sticks?
I had to learn from my dad. So yeah.
I'm not talking modern sticks. I'm not talking about modern sticks. I'm talking about the old school sticks.
Oh no, the old school sticks. No, I'd probably suck. I would suck at that. Yes, I would. I'm just admitting to it. I would.
Because modern day sticks are nothing. The sticks that we've had for the last 40 some years are nothing compared to what was in the 30s, 20s, and 30s.
Well, the guy that is on that show called Counting Cars, the Danny guy. Yeah, he's got some old time, 40s, 50s, these sleek little cars like that. He even has a few 30s era cars and even a gangster one that he refurbished and everything to make it modern. And They're awesome. I mean, and if he'd let me, of course he's in Vegas, so I'd have to fly down there. But if he'd let me, I would love to, ride in one of those old, refurbished, remodeled 30s cars, with the modern stuff in it. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Just go down the street, even for a couple miles, and show it off.
And so we have this here.
Cool. Yeah. And here he comes. Being a moron. Yeah, there we go.
God, by the time he gets around and pulling that out and writing down the license plate, the guy's already a block away. You're telling me he can read the license plate from that far away?
That seems very implausible to me. Yes.
No, that's just next to impossible unless he has supervision like Superman. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, he would have been like 2 blocks away by the time he gets the pencil and everything out. Like, that's just another bad, poorly written moment in this episode.
Yeah, you think that this lady would be given some kind of clues, and the guy like start questioning her.
Yeah.
But no, she just disappears.
He kind of wanders off.
Or if she had any decency, she would have gone up to the guy and said, "Hey, I know who this was driving that." And then, of course, there wouldn't have been any problem at all for Ben.
Somebody knocked down his little matchstick building.
I think it was the waiter, wasn't it?
Yeah, the waiter just knocked it over.
Yeah.
Bastard waiter.
Damn you.
Damn you, waiter. No tip for you.
Yeah, of course, he's only Ben, so Ben's not going to you piece of shit, go away.
Yeah. So she picks up the bill for him. That's all that I paid for his ice cream, which is like 5 cents.
How adorable.
She should have paid for the gasoline in John Boy's car too to drive.
Right?
She might have, but I think but I don't even think Ben put gas in it. So I don't know what the gas mileage in that vehicle would be, but we know it's 32 miles to Charlottesville and 32 back. So even if they're going, so it probably takes them an hour to get there and an hour back.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, probably in those days. Yeah.
But I don't know what the gas mileage in that thing would be. It'd be noticeably a lot less gas in that car.
Yeah, I would imagine so. And I imagine that cars of that era did use a fair bit of gas, I would think.
Oh, and PvP, do you remember this was something that Jill Morton had mentioned, but Eustace Madden's farm is actually Drusilla's pond, drained of water, and his house is the man's house seen in the ceremony of 1972.
I have no idea what you're talking about, actually, Mikey.
It's Eustace's house. It was the pond. They drained it completely for that scene that he goes up to the house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And here we got the mother going, I don't quit high school. Don't do what I do. Don't do what I do. Don't wear, Mama. I won't quit. I'll even go out to college.
Paige is down there. And Moon Pie is still there. Hi, Moon Pie.
God.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I got Ben having to look like, are you fucking done yet, woman?
Yeah, come on. We need to get back home.
I want to go to bed.
I took the car.
I want to go to bed.
I want to go back to my spring buoyant mattress.
He'd get more action with the mattress than he will with her, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got this here.
Self-pleasure, right, PvP?
I left him in the
Someone just didn't drive off.
Okay, that gave me a little bit of a laugh there.
Oh, that's funny.
But it's like, so the guy brought it back and parks it back in the exact same spot. It's like, this would be, after you hit that car, that would be a good time to go jump it in a river or something.
I would have got it, yeah. I would have thrown it in the river or off a cliff or something.
Yeah,
no
well,
evidence.
you think he just would have parked it like 6 blocks away and walked,
It could have done that.
Like to bring it back to the same spot. Well, there's another plot hole that makes no sense.
Yeah.
You know, if I did hit, I mean, he just hit a car like what on the same block or whatever. Like you wouldn't go back to the scene of the crime. Like shit.
Right.
You know?
Well, if he was brave enough, he could have just taken it all the way to Richmond, Virginia, next door, and leave it there.
What? No, if he was smart, he would have dumped it in the river. That way, they can't find the car that hit that other car.
Or off a cliff, Gorilla, and destroy it.
Well, that's still visible. But if you run it off the end of a dock into the river there, then it's under 6 feet of water. Then they can't see it, or take them. All the evidence would be washed away by the time they found it.
Well, I know the perfect place he could have taken it then. He could have taken it down to Virginia Beach and just drove it into the ocean and just leave it there.
Well, how far is Virginia Beach from
Charlottesville? It's not that far. Probably at least an hour, maybe 2 hours at the most.
Okay, that'd be too far for a junker to go. Rockfish River would be the way to go.
Yeah, okay. All right.
You might run out of gas before that too.
Lake or something. Yeah. I'm sure there's a lake nearby.
Yeah, if you're gonna drive an hour, you might as well just go dump it out in the middle of nowhere in the woods.
Yeah. Oh, in the woods. Yeah, sure. Yeah, like those 3 people from the Blair Witch Project. Woohoo! Nice car. Yeah,
I'm absolutely no idea what you're talking about. That. All right. So,
boy would have killed me. Let's get home. It's getting late.
And yet they don't even know.
Now he's saying, he's saying, let's get home. It's getting late.
Yeah.
Darn it.
They didn't even notice the damage to the front end.
I know. That's kind of weird too. And come on, he's a teenager. He didn't even get to first base with Nancy, so darn it. Come on.
Well, he goes around the back of the vehicle, so I guess, that's plausible they didn't look at the front end.
Right.
And also it was on her
look
side
at the
car.
front end. It's crushed in. It's crushed in a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the fender's toast.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot more people will notice it afterwards. It's like the daylight. What? John Boy Big Eye, what happened to my car?
I have to wonder though, if her father's so paranoid about her having any interaction with the actual real world, like why doesn't he just lock the door, lock her door at night so she can't leave? Like,
and make sure that he puts bars in her windows so she can't get out that way too.
Yeah.
Well, he's paranoid, but he's not like she won't do that to me.
Oh man.
So blah 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 blah. Is that where John Boy parks it?
No, I think not normally. Not that I'm aware of. I don't think he normally puts it there. Yeah, I thought he put it near where they had the work shed and stuff. I thought he normally put it there.
Yeah, but notice he didn't even shut it off coming into the thing. He just kept it going.
Just kept the engine running? Oh, that's not good.
Go grab it then. Go grab it. Don't give me that. Huh?
Yeah, 2 of these characters in this episode, it said they would go on to star together as semi-regular characters in Little House on the Prairie. So.
Well, that's a show I never watched, thank goodness, so I didn't have to suffer through that.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. For Saturday nights, we are going to be switching from DS9 to Little House on the Prairie.
Have fun with that, Gorilla.
Yeah, right.
I could never stand that show. I just thought Little House was just so sweet and saccharine and sugary, and I just wanted to puke. The few episodes I actually ever did watch, I was like, no. Sorry, Michael Landon. I can't get into this show. I just didn't think it was very well written, basically.
Yeah, there's a definite plot hole in this too. It says that Nancy had to sneak out to the Charlottesville hotel to see her mother she never remembers, and she's forbidden to see her by her father. I think Virginia Madden had just come back to Walton's Mountain to see her daughter and meet her in secret. She made her daughter go all that way late at night to see her, and Nancy thinks she might go to college, but not with a crazy father like Eustace.
Yeah. And hey, Oiler Greg, Welcome, welcome. He says cheers.
Hey,
Yeah,
Oiler Greg. Good to see you from Houston.
Houston.
Houston Oilers. Yeah, I like his old timer Houston Oilers. Of course, they became the Tennessee Titans later, right? Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah. So anyhow, he sneaks back in, and here's the one thing. Oops. Let's see. You got John Boy here.
Yeah. John Boy knows something's up.
And nobody but John Boy heard that.
Yeah, right? Hello.
I mean, Grandma and Grandpa's room is right there. You don't think Grandma's just starting to wake up now?
Well, we all said that we wouldn't know if Grandma and Grandpa were doing it, and you'd be able to hear that through the walls.
well, it's just the episode is it's just so poorly written overall. I mean,
Yeah, it is.
there's nothing much that makes much sense in this episode to me when I watched it.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
anyhow,
it's like,
it wakes
yeah.
John Boy up, and he starts.
Where are you going? Nowhere. Back to bed. What are you doing up? I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah. And that does not wake anybody up. Them sitting there arguing in the hallway. That doesn't wake anybody up.
Apparently not. Yeah.
I mean, ow! Get your elbow out of me! Get your elbow out of me!
You've been attacked there, Grilla?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, and I just want to let you guys know there's only a couple goofs in this episode. One I just already kind of read really fast is a plot hole. But keep an eye out because in one of the future scenes here, if you look really closely, there's actually some guy from the crew that got caught in a baseball cap and a shirt on.
Yeah, the red shirt. But anyhow, I'm surprised John Boy doesn't say anything about Ben being out.
Wow, cool.
He wakes up. He's just asleep here. She has to go, and we're back to the same old Mary Ellen. Go wake your brother. Why do I have to? Here.
Yeah, that's another thing. Mary Ellen.
I tried, but I couldn't make him get up.
Mary Ellen, go wake your brother.
Why me?
Because I asked you to.
See, I come from a family where rolling your eyes was considered talking back.
I thought that was when you were being obnoxious and yeah.
Well, the thing
no,
is,
like if I would rolled my eyes at my parents, I remember getting smacked a few times rolling my eyes.
Smacked across the face or smacked across the bum?
Smacked across the bum and the back of the head. I got a couple of the back of the head too, but it's like,
you did?
And I told him I can't help it. He goes, well, learn to help it.
Yeah. I bet it was her mom that hit you back across the head. My dad would just hit me with the belt.
No, it's my dad.
Oh, your dad did? Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
My mom was
We never got the belt. We never got a belt. Greg says,
I did.
I know my dad definitely remembers getting the belt when he was, I think, 60 years old and playing with matches up in his room. And he started a chair on fire. He definitely got the belt for that one.
That's not good. Wow.
That's not good.
You would have set
the house on fire.
Yeah, I was talking to Grandpa. He said, Grandpa was that one there. And Oiler Greg says, hello to everyone. Just dropping in to say hi. And like and subscribe. Thank you, Oiler Greg, for that. And Mikey says, good to see you, Greg. And he goes, I'm at the Houston Horror Convention. It's day one, and it goes until 2 a.m. Hey, if you want a horror movie there, I don't know if it'd ever make a horror convention, but there's one called Loon Lake.
Yeah.
Me and PvP watched it, and so was Germ.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, that was, wow, that's like a year ago or something we watched that, didn't we?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Lady in the Lake is a good one, too, by M. Night Shyamalan.
I just want to mention that this part about Mary Ellen, this kind of pissed me off because it's like we've had Mary Ellen kind of, growing up and acting like an adult for maybe 6 or 7 episodes now. And then all of a sudden in this one, she's written like bitchy, selfish Mary Ellen again, just for no good reason, right?
Well, this is her only line, ain't it?
Well, yeah, but it's like her character's just gone backwards, right? She's regressed like her character trait,
Well, this is only one line, so I can't really say it's regressing much with only one line. And like you said, horrifying QC-com. But
I don't know. I just thought it was another little inconsistency in the episode.
I think maybe Ben leads a double life. Schoolboy by day, by night, Dick Tracy.
Yeah, he got hired by the FBI to find out about people who were bank robbers.
Jim Bob, eat your breakfast. It's too early for you and your imagination.
That's a good line. That's a good line.
That is one of the best lines in the episode, actually, yes.
It really is, but it kind of stunts his imagination. And like maybe he wanted to be something prominent, and Dad just shot that down and said, shut up, eat your breakfast.
Yeah. All right. Story time. What is Olivia doing in this scene with that face?
I don't know.
Remembering
what
good
is
times.
She doing?
Remembering good times in private.
Jeremy, you want in on that?
Wow. Hey, maybe anybody in the chat would have think she's what's going through her mind right now.
I don't know, dude. It's just one of those perfect pauses right there.
It really is. Yeah, that's a funny moment right there. That's perfect.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I know I've said it a lot before, but Michael Learned as Olivia is one of the best actresses I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
She's just good.
Hey, here you go, PvP. You get Grandma hitting Grandpa.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
I don't think Ben's thinking about getting married just yet.
Got it.
I got it first.
There's enough for both of you.
Yeah, but the one who empties it has to fill it up again.
Yeah. That's what
Damn,
I like that. Yeah, but I like that we actually got Grandma hitting Grandpa, like a playful hit, but still like actually hitting him.
I wonder if she hits them while they have their relations in bed. Stop it, Grandpa.
Seriously, you have to go there. You have to go.
Where are we going here, Mikey? Like now I'm picturing Grandpa in a bondage mask. I mean, thank you for that.
Oh, okay. Where the fuck did that go? That came out of left field there.
Well, he's talking about getting hit in bed. I'm thinking, well, that a little bit of.
Well, if you're gonna go that far, PvP, you might as well bring out the old riding whip and a strap on there. If you're gonna
You never know. You never know, right?
Oh my God!
You never know what Grandma and Grandpa are into,
We never know, but I mean, they're like so silent.
Unfortunately, we never get to see it in this series too. So that's a positive.
Fortunately, yes. Fortunately, we only get to see them at playful moments at the table. Or something.
That's right. They got to be socially acceptable in front of the family.
Yes, of course. But we have such wide imaginations, boy. Woo!
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, I gave you a high five on that one, BBP.
Oh, thank you.
You picked me up very well there.
Right. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, I'll fill it.
Look at the goody.
Jason, sit down.
You're gonna fill it with
Darren,
what?
you fill that picture.
Why me?
Because next time you watch what you say.
Oh, poor Judy Norton's getting beat up. Damn it.
No, that's Aaron.
Oh, that's Aaron. I'm sorry. The other one was being sarcastic and bitchy. Okay. Judy was being sarcastic and bitchy. Yeah. This is Aaron, right? Aaron's more, oh, yeah, I love you. Here we go, push it away.
Help yourself. It's warming in the oven.
I do wonder, though, that's another problem I have with this episode is after, seeing Ben in the hallway the night before, you think John Boy would have been asking him some more questions, like right away,
yeah,
like, before even breakfast, like he would have gone and woke him up and said, what was going on there last night, Ben? But he waits to do it, later, which I guess is understandable, but still, John Boy seems very patient in this sequence.
Yeah, true. Well, this is still breakfast, so they haven't even had a chance to see what happened to the front end, to his bumper. You know.
Can you guys hear me? Oh, now.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Now we can.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, my problem right here. Well, I was saying like Aaron. That's what she gets for running her mouth. I don't know if you heard that part. But
yeah,
here's where the part that bugged me. I know they didn't want him to do it while everybody's sleeping, but you're telling me that John and Olivia can't hear up like 3 steps away?
Yeah.
They're talking like this?
Yeah.
Do you have to tell? I'm not saying a thing. You are every time you open your mouth. Where were you anyway? Only the shadow knows, right?
Yeah, see, you're telling me that's literally 3 steps from John. They couldn't hear that?
You think they would definitely hear that? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there he goes into his there he goes into his detective phase where he just said only the shadow knows, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here we got knock on the door.
Yeah. That must be Charlie Tuna.
Morning, Mr. Walton.
See, they must not have been able to get
Sheriff Bridges sent me out.
They probably couldn't get Sheriff's Burgers, so they got this guy.
Yeah, deputy or whatever. Yeah.
That would be deputy sheriff.
Yeah, that's Don Red Berry. That's the actor's name. He and like I said, Henschel ended up in Little House on the Prairie later on. They worked together. So yeah.
All right, so welcome, stupid dude and his ferret. It's stupid progressive Hollywood. What isn't a lie? I'm not sure what you're going on about there.
Not sure how that applies to the Waltons, actually, but
yeah, because this show is 50 years old.
Since the show was made like back in the 70s and early 80s, yeah.
Yeah. And Curtis Shelby, welcome. Howdy! Lurking in the background, Gorilla's Random Thoughts. Well, welcome there, Curtis Shelby.
Yeah,
Lurkers are always welcome.
Yeah, he's always welcome. I like Curtis. Curtis is a great guy.
Yeah. So anyhow, we got this guy here.
Had breakfast? Yes, sir. Sure have. Thank you.
You all remember Pete Wallace?
Okay, they go by Pete. His name's Pete. Petey! Oh, Petey!
Morning, y'all. Morning, Miss Walton.
Pete, I hear your mama's feeling poorly.
Yes, ma'am. She was feeling poorly, but she's mighty fine now. Thank you, ma'am.
He seems familiar, but I can't put a finger on it.
On the guy? On the deputy show?
Oh, yeah. You're a Little House on the Prairie fan there, Gorilla. Maybe that's where you remember him from.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, he did work on Little House on the Prairie a little bit. Yeah, I can look him up.
Oh, I can do.
Okay, Don Red Berry died in 1980. He was 70 years old. Yeah.
1980. Wow, that's not too long after this then, like 7 years or something.
No, right. Not even that. We're on the 3rd season.
Yeah, so it'd be like 5 years, something like that.
Yeah. In 1940, he was in the Republic Picture serial Adventures of Red Ryder in 1940. Yeah, he was in Square Dance Jubilee in 1949, The Traitor Within in 1942, Only Angels Have Wings in 1939, and Jesse James Women in 1954. I actually remember seeing that film. Yeah, I remember him from that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking through his credits right now. There's a lot of stuff I don't like. I can recognize the names like Starsky and Hutch, but this guy's a bit actor, so I've probably seen him in something.
Knots Landing. He was in Charlie's Angels in 1980. He did one episode. Yeah, Harry Silvers. I remember him now. Yeah.
Maybe Gunsmoke. Maybe it was a Gunsmoke.
Yeah. He did Chips for 3 episodes. That's, Police Story. He was in that for 4 episodes.
Hey, Chips, did that have a Worf in it?
Yeah, I think so. Well,
yeah,
for at least an episode or two.
Yeah, he did appear in it because I've seen videos on YouTube. Somebody clipped out some of his scenes in Chips because he was one of the motorcycle cops, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. In Little House on the Prairie, He was in 6 episodes, and he played Judd Larrabee and Ruth Parsons. And he was on The Magical World of Disney for 1 episode in 1979 as an uncredited sheriff on that one.
So he did
And
6 episodes of Prairie.
Yeah.
So that must have been like shortly before he passed away. If he died in 1980, like I'm trying to put it together
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did it
okay.
from 1976 to 1979 PvP. And he was
Okay,
in
that-
Project UFO. I remember that TV series. He
Oh,
played
yeah.
Pop in an episode.
That
Yeah.
was one. Wasn't that just one season? But it was actually quite good, wasn't it?
I liked it. Yes.
It was
And
almost
they're
like a
showing a
semi,
movie here.
kind of like a
Yeah.
semi-documentary where they'd kind of, there'd be a UFO sighting, and then I think there was a team of 2 guys that would go out and investigate it every week, if
Yeah.
I remember correctly. That was a good show.
It was good.
All right, so Curtis Shelby says, "You guys are great, thanks." And you know
Thank you,
what?
Curtis.
We busted our asses getting our country to where it was. We started out as puny little colonies, and we busted our asses getting to where it is. Maybe these other countries got their shit together, then stop having warlords rule over them, then they can get their shit together and eat.
Yeah, if you don't like talking about entertainment because it's too high a pedestal, then why put that in the chat? Really,
Mm.
we're not here talking about third world problems, even though we're aware of them. But that's not the discussion happening here.
Yeah. I think this guy could be a bot. Some
I think he
dude in
could be.
his spirit.
I think he could be a troll.
All right, so oh, I don't know if I can. Ugh. Oh, sorry. Putting a hat on $1 right now. There you go.
Well, you got to do the daddy duties, I guess.
All right, so here's this.
Yes, sir. Well, this ain't.
Oh, can you guys still hear me?
I
Yeah.
can hear you there. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Germ posted something in the private chat if you guys want to take a look at it.
Yeah, I just
Oh.
read it. It's what he's telling
Yeah.
us what that some dude is.
Yeah.
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 Thank you, Resident. Okay.
I kind of figured pretty fast he was a jackass.
Wait. What am I missing here?
Take a look at the
Just
private
reading
chat,
the
girl.
private chat.
Okay.
The guy that left a couple of comments, snarky comments. I don't know why people don't have better things to do with their lives, but oh well, go
All right.
figure.
So anyhow, here's this here.
Exactly what you call a social call.
What's the problem then, Pete?
Well, I want to talk to John Boy.
Me?
Your car.
Yeah. You know, this is where John should have stepped in ahead of time. You know, go, wait. We you want to talk. And don't they normally will take him out on the porch? Or at least Sheriff Briggs would have.
Yeah, I know. Why is he talking to them in their kitchen? You know, when
Well,
they're
you
still
know, I
eating?
can understand, but that's one of those Sheriff Briggs will have him come out on the porch, you know, and instead of having to talk to him from all the kids.
Right.
But, you know, this is for plot convenience with Ben.
Right.
Car was involved in the hit and run accident last night in Charlottesville.
And Ben's like, oh, shit.
Oh, damn it. I'm screwed.
On a side note, he now has to change his underwear.
Yeah, that's kind of like I'm really screwed kind of look, isn't it? There, it's like, oh shit, indeed.
And
The thing is,
the first word out of his mouth is what?
but does John Boy even begin to put it together here? Like, you know, him coming into the hallway, and John Boy's like still clueless at this point, right? Like,
No, John Boy knows what's going on. He just doesn't have evidence, and his entire worldview depends on evidence.
Good point.
Well, you know, he's partly detective too, right, Germ? So he's trying to piece it together right now. You know.
Well,
in his
yeah,
head.
it does. It does progress here fairly quickly.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad about that. At least there's one intelligent person in the room.
All right, so
I wasn't even in Charlottesville last night.
John Boy was here doing homework all evening.
Well, the victim took down the license number.
Well, he must have taken it down wrong.
Yeah. Well, considering he took it away when he was 3 blocks away.
No.
Yeah, he must have been like another one of those Kryptonian people from the planet Krypton with that kind of vision, right?
Yeah, with that eyesight. That's what I said. He must have had like Superman vision.
Really? Yeah, exactly.
Or Steve Austin vision, if we want to go even that far.
Well, technology probably wouldn't have allowed it back in the 30s, though.
Yeah. They would have failed at the biotics parts.
Yeah.
No.
Well, that's what you're going to watch. If not, I'll turn the phone off. No, and I guess no more watching. All right, so anyhow.
My car was out on the front yard all night long.
What time is this supposed to happen, Pete?
Oh, about 10:30.
Couldn't have been any of us. We were in bed by then.
Well, that is paper thin. Yeah, we're all in bed. Like, can you verify everybody was in their beds? At that time, like, not no kid, not one of them could snuck out. Say, a scrawny little redhead.
Yeah.
Well, sure.
I mean, can we verify that Grandma and Grandpa are actually in their bed together? And
gee, why does it keep circling back to that?
Because it's so funny.
I'm generally curious.
It's
keeps
funny.
circling.
Hey, I had to grow up and watch my parents do the thing while I'm trying to, get
What?
older. I'm like, come
watch
on.
your-
Hey, that
watch your
explains a
parents?
lot about you, Mikey.
You watched your parents. Wow.
I revealed a darker side to myself. Sorry.
Yeah, you definitely have there. That's for sure.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's why you enjoy me. Comic relief.
Oh, gosh.
So what they do? Sit there, do it on the couch in the living room?
No. It's those moments where you accidentally walk into the bedroom trying to ask mom or dad a question, and they're doing it, and you're like, okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave a bit. I'm gonna leave presently, okay, and let you guys finish, and then I'll come back and ask you a question.
Well, we had a strict rule. We were not allowed in our parents' room at all.
Oh, that's
Well,
a good parents thing.
another thing, you'd think door locks might have been, a thing. Like just lock the door when you're
Not
doing
quite
that.
a thing with us, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's life.
It only happened a few times, so it's no big deal.
That's something that happens once at most.
And it happened a couple
Twice
times.
That's on purpose, starting to be on purpose.
Well, it doesn't seem that way.
Mikey, were your
Glad to be there.
Were your parents
I just said
exhibitionists? Were they exhibitionists?
I'm just saying they had to be there, Joe.
All right, back to the episode here.
Back to the law, which we need badly at this point.
Yeah, no. I need to get a cattle prod for you people.
Oh, man.
Oh, jeez.
But he made such a fuss that he asked me to come out here to see you.
Well, now you have.
Yes, sir, I have. I sure have.
Now get off my property here, boy, before I grab my shotgun.
Or before Grandma grabs her big, copper skillet or something and hits you upside the head.
Well, Grandma's not saying a thing. It's Grandpa saying it.
But,
yeah.
Yeah, Grandpa's got a bit of an attitude there, doesn't he? He's like,
yeah,
well, you have. Get the hell off my property.
Hey, and notice how scared this guy is looking because he knows he's outnumbered by at least three men. I don't know if you want to throw Jason and Ben in there too. But you got John Boy John and Grandpa there, and you can tell he's scared to even say anything.
I got to see.
Well, he is only the deputy. I mean, all three of them could jump him at the same time, and they could claim self-defense.
Yeah. Here, John Boy's like, you have to do what you have to do, but it's like, nowadays, people be like, oh, where's your warrant there, officer?
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
Where's the
nowadays
warrant?
people will be screaming and hollering about their rights,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, my rights! You don't have a right to look at my car!
Hey, one of these days, maybe I'll steal donut operators' sovereign bingo cards We can play sovereign citizen bingo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Zeb would never shoot that poor deputy.
No.
He would have to explain to that
Yeah.
deputy's mother why he shot her son.
Yeah. I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy.
Great Eric Clapton song.
That's one of the few Eric Clapton songs I really, really actually like.
Yeah.
No.
You won't find a scratch on that car. John Boy treats it just like a baby.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, little do you know, Olivia.
Oh, Mom.
right, everybody,
You don't
stop
know
talking
what's
and eat up.
happening.
Yeah. Stop talking. Eat up.
Yeah. Tell him, Mom.
All right.
Pass the milk. Pass the milk.
Man
That
said he was
the
just
last
about to
thing
start his own car when the kid swerved in off the street, hit him, and then took off fast. Said, looked to him like he'd done it a purpose. Well, now why?
Yeah. Well, in your John Boy's reaction to that there's just like priceless there. What?
Oh, yeah, I gotta see his reaction.
No, but he. This is crazy.
You know what would make this scene a little bit better? If like when they're after he said something like, "Why would I do something like that?" They'd have a flashback like cutscene to the kitchen to like something happening in the kitchen. Then all of a sudden you can hear John Boy just start screaming and having all the kids run to the window.
Yeah.
Then shoo him off to school. That would have been a great scene right there.
I think so. Or if all the kids had just dropped everything from the breakfast table and run out there to see it. Yeah.
Oh no, I wanted to hear John Boy screaming because he's found this on his car.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jerm?
A good idea, but I think a little bit beyond him at that point.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
I think John Boy's generally more reserved, so I don't think he would scream out loud.
Yeah, but this is his baby.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
still,
that's his baby.
But still, John Boy is just very reserved. It takes a hell of a lot to really. I mean, how many times actually have we heard John Boy scream in an episode? Like
I've heard him quite a few times.
I can't remember the last time.
I recall
pretty
that
reserved.
too, but yeah, I mean just a few times, but yeah, sure. Yeah, he's actually a bit more. He has a bit more composure. I guess that's the best word to say. When he sees this initially, and he's not pissed off immediately, but of course, then he finds out what Ben did, and so
Yeah, he gets more and more annoyed as the episode goes on.
Yeah, of course.
Somebody must have taken it, gotten in an accident, and then brought it back.
Probably.
Good call,
Yeah, see,
Dad.
that's like that's the most implausible thing. I could have thought my first thing thought would have been, all right, which one of those fucking kids went and took the car? That would have been my first thought.
Yeah, but I'm sure that
I'm
Dad
gonna need a statement from John.
was that meant that Dad was supposed to give that exposition. I mean, come on, you just said the whole point right there. Yeah.
Well, he's trying to. They're trying to say, "Oh, someone did that." It was like they wouldn't have brought the car back.
Yeah, I just thought it was cute.
That's the most. Out of this whole thing, that's the most unbelievable part, that the car magically ended up back where it originally was there, or even if someone took it, drove it all the way to Charlottesville, got into this accident, and brought it all the way back.
That's another one of the badly written parts of this episode is if some stranger stole John Boy's car, drove it off, and smashed into somebody and had a hit and run accident, they wouldn't bring the damn car back to the Walton house. Like, of course they wouldn't. They'd just ditch it somewhere, right? Driving to the lake or whatever we talked about earlier. It's like, obviously it was one of the kids, and I'm sure. I mean, it's just bad writing that Pa doesn't realize it was one of the kids. Getting out of line, so yeah, just another badly written bit of the episode.
Yeah, this was kind of a downer.
John Boy.
That's why I like making so much fun of it, because it was a downer.
Yeah, this was not one of the top of season 3 for me, that's for sure.
Definitely not. Yeah.
Well, saying that you didn't use your car last night, saying that you don't know what happened, saying that it's your car legal, and then there's going to be a hearing.
Hearing.
Yeah.
Procedure. I didn't do anything. I'm sorry. That's the rules.
What's up with this fade to black?
I'm not sure why.
Yeah,
but I do know this
why that
episode
faded.
premiered.
Oh,
I do know this-
commercial.
Commercial.
That's a commercial break right there. We usually
Yeah.
probably don't notice it because it's not in the middle of a scene. It's usually in between scenes.
Yeah, that
Oh,
faded
okay, so-
real fast too. Like usually it doesn't fade
Yeah.
that quickly. Like that was
Well,
like, bang.
I think they wanted that dun dun dun. John Boy has to go to a hearing.
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
it's like in Star Trek when the Klingons are attacking and Kirk's going, "Oh shit," and then all of a sudden they cut to the commercial break kind of scenario. Okay, I got it.
Or they done, or the most memorable one was with Miles O'Brien fending off with that storm there, like the when episode he had to fend off the storm. He's like, the guy's like, I'm dying. Cut the commercial, go, but not really. But you gotta do this, blah blah blah. blah.
You gotta love, yeah. Sometimes those commercial break edits can be quite creative. I gotta say.
And yeah, and then of course there was that other one, Inspector of the Gun, where they're ready to face against the Earps, and it stopped just before Spock started to do the mind meld on everybody, saying these bullets aren't real and all that shit. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. And hey, Scurvy says hi, Fruit Loop. Hey, you
Hello,
missed PvP getting us put on a whole new category of lists.
Well, Lemon can always rewatch,
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Lemon's probably getting busy though. He's got to get working soon on that list of eggnog jokes coming up because I'm going to need those in a couple of months there, Lemon. So
yeah,
we're gonna need him.
Yeah, well, he has to build the ark first, so that he can sail across the flood of eggnog.
There you go.
Yeah,
the great flood.
Oh God. Oh
well,
boy.
maybe he can pray that he has a rainstorm
Yeah.
full of eggnog.
I took the car into
to get him
Charlottesville
in
last
Texas.
night.
Yeah. See, this is where it got. I was like, okay, Ben confessed right away. I thought he was gonna hear.
Well, I thought that he would. I thought he'd keep it to
Go
himself
inside.
at least a few more minutes in the episode, but then he just comes right out and says it. Yeah. Maybe because he thought that John Boy was going to get, severely punished or something. Because
Well,
of
I thought
his
that. I talked about the hearing.
Yeah.
As soon as John Boy was getting the blame for it, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's feeling guilty and he doesn't want John Boy to get in trouble, but still, at this point, he's still too stupid to realize that Little Miss Blondie is basically leading him on by the nose, and he's just basically got used to, be her taxi man, into the city, and he's still, going to keep, tight as a clam, not telling them the full story. So that's another part of the episode that aggravated me, actually. Because, I mean, why say anything? He could have just kept his mouth shut, right?
Yeah, sure.
Because he's not
Same
going to
with
tell
me.
the whole truth anyway.
Yeah. Hey, we're doing pretty good. We're getting faster on these episodes, Gorilla.
We should be finished by sometime next week, tonight, or tomorrow, or whenever. Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit.
Oh, boy.
And we could skip to that part.
Are we
All
like,
right.
we're like, what, a little over half, we're like halfway through this one?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
We're doing okay. Yeah, we're doing
It only
fine.
should take us about 3.5 hours to finish this.
I get there.
Oh, geez.
Thank you.
Well, here's the interrogation at the couch, I call it.
All right, so
Would you send the kids off to school? We have some talking to do here.
Talking.
now notice that Grandpa comes in and sits down, but Olivia doesn't. You think Grandpa and Grandma will scooted the kids off and then
Yeah. Well, I guess because Grandpa's supposed to be the voice of reason. I don't know.
Grandma, come on, everybody, off to school. You're going to be late as it is.
Yeah, Grandpa's, I guess, is supposed to be like the middleman.
Yeah. Now I call BS on that. Anybody who flops down in a chair like that, that chair's back will have gone backwards. He got tumbling the way he plopped it down on that.
Yeah.
What? No. Shh. Shh.
All right, son.
So why is it Olivia gonna be in here?
Because it's man talk.
Yeah, I think it's because it's serious law talk, so it's just
No, but the last time that they got in trouble with the law, there Olivia was in the room.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe this is a different situation.
Maybe it's because the writer wasn't a very good writer. I'm kind of guessing too, perhaps.
Yeah, because I would have had Olivia instead of Grandpa in the room, or if anything, have Grandma and Grandpa in there after they shoot the kids away.
No, Olivia and Grandma would show off the kids. If it's dealing directly with the police, that's actually the police, not John's best friend and the actual sheriff.
Yeah.
The mother and grandma won't be there.
Right.
It's not appropriate for them to be there.
I agree with you on that.
And PvP, can you read this one?
PvP can't even look at the punk rock song called Eggnog I found for him. Not sure he's got the dedication to eggnog in 2024. Hey, what? I'm pretty sure I listened to that song. I'm pretty sure I played that in the stream where you posted it. Pretty sure I did. Maybe if you told me what band had it, that would help, and I could look it up again. But pretty sure I listened to that.
Everybody say hi to everybody here. And some dude, you shouldn't be here. You should be out solving the world.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I was like, geez, what is this? Is this guy like one of those, no more oil protesters we got in the chat? Like, that's what I was starting to get vibes, right? It's like, hey, you go solve the world's problems, buddy, since you're so good at it. Like, Jesus. Give me a freaking fucking break, Every generation thinks they're going to solve the world's problems. And then by the time they get into their 30s and they realize they're not going to solve the world's problems, it's like, they should start to relax and get realistic by that point. But it seems the latest generation just can't manage that. So anyway, enough political diatribe on my part. Sorry, guys.
All right. So back to the episode here.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I took John Boy's car into Charlottesville, but I didn't hit anybody.
Why'd you go out in the middle of the night in the first place?
Nothing. I mean, I just wanted to get out.
In my car?
That's not like you, man.
Yeah, that's like I can come up with better bullshit right off the top of my head than that.
Yeah. Well, what's one example you could come out with, Gorilla, if it was you? Okay, right now you're Grandpa. So Grandpa says, that's not like you, man. But then, what would you say to that?
Well, that's one of those I got an itch and I got tired. I'm tired of going to the woods, so I've been learning how to drive, so I wanted to see what it's like driving at night. I ended up in Charlottesville. I wanted to see the city lights. Right there, boom.
Boom.
That isn't any better.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's
better than what Ben came up with.
Come on, son.
There's nothing more to say.
Yeah, there is.
You tell me that you take John Boy's car, you drive without a license, you get into a hit-and-run accident, and you sit there telling me there's nothing more to say?
You saying the car went out and got into a wreck by itself?
It must have gotten stolen and brought back to where I parked it.
That's like I said, that is the most unbelievable part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. I agree.
Oh man.
Makes no
This
sense.
guy, and look at this guy. He's just like, I can't believe I'm listening to this shit.
He's like, fuck. I don't get paid enough to do this job. I really don't.
Yeah, right. I guess it was opportune that his boss ended up in Richmond.
That's probably, maybe his boss got wind of this. What was happening? He said, "I'm taking the day off."
Yeah, he said, "Fuck it, deputy. You take over. I'm gonna leave."
Well, I think what would you call it? Outworld excuse there would be that they couldn't get the actor who plays Sheriff Briggs, so they got this guy. Just called him a deputy.
Yeah,
they made an excuse.
Yes, of course.
Where were you when this happened?
Yeah.
I went for a walk. I wanted to get some fresh air.
Well, then how could anyone have stolen it?
I left the key and it was there when I came out of it. It was there later after my walk.
Mr. Walton, you've got to admit that's a mighty thin story. I think you all ought to talk it over amongst yourselves and then come down and
It
see me
definitely
later
is.
today. I got to get a signed statement from you anyhow.
You know, that is so that you got miss those times where you go, here, we'll let you go chew and beat his ass here. We'll just bring him down to the station later. So, all right. So trustworthy.
Yeah. But if you don't bring him down later, I'll have to come up here with a warrant and put him in handcuffs and take him down.
Yeah.
Did they still do that back then? I don't know if they still do that or not.
I sure am sorry to have caused you so much trouble.
Now, this next part here, I am not sure if it's in line with what John would actually do or if it's out of character. I haven't quite decided yet.
Okay.
Certain beat his ass.
Yeah.
Just sit
Perfectly
down.
in line.
Oh, wait, it's a little bit further up.
It's just us now. I want you to start talking. And I want you to start talking fast.
I have nothing more to say.
You better say something. I don't know why you took my car in the first place.
Would you have let me have taken it?
No, you're not supposed to drive by yourself at night all the way into Charlottesville. Were you by yourself?
Yes.
I want an explanation from you now.
No.
Now, here's the part right here. I'm not sure if it's in line or not.
Let's see.
What?
I said no.
John!
I said I wasn't in the accident, and I wasn't.
Get out of here.
Where do you want me to go?
You go to school.
Daddy?
I could beat this out of your son, but I'm not going to. I just wish you trusted me enough to tell me the truth.
I do.
You should
Stop
beat it
this
out of him.
nonsense and tell me what happened last night.
It's nobody's business but mine. Why don't y'all just leave me alone?
They can't leave him alone because the car is broken and you're supposed to be responsible.
Yeah. I'm not sure that they character with him, like grab him like that and just start screaming or not.
It had been in character for him to at least start whipping him.
But
John is a good father, and in this situation, the boy needs his ass kicked.
He does, but
He has a wrong idea in his head, and he needs it bled out of him.
And I agree with you 100%, Jerm. But my question is, has there been any other time that John's got this? You can't really call it violent, okay? It's being firm, okay? He's literally saying, "Hey, you don't talk back to your dad, first of all, and then I'm pulling you because look, tell us the truth, just get it out." It's like, it's irritating all of us, and not only that, but you put John Boy at risk, because he might have been held responsible, and then he would have been in jail or something. So, I totally understand, but I mean, have we ever seen John, the father, this upset in future episodes? I'm curious. I don't know.
I think it's believable in character for John to lose his temper in this situation. I can totally understand.
Right. Yeah.
He's just at the edge, right? He's just at the edge because he knows Ben's, just lying to his face, and he doesn't appreciate that because that's not what the thing. I think Ben's more out of character here, actually. Because I don't think in many episodes he's ever, stood up to John with this kind of defiant attitude and basically this, fuck you attitude, right? So I think Ben's way out of character here. Actually, I think Paul is actually, pretty much in character. When I watch this.
All right. Guys, I'll be right back here if Jerm wants to cover chats, and so I'll be right back in like 30 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, where did we leave off on chat?
Well, Lemon Pie said, "Some dude, you shouldn't be here. You should be out solving world hunger." And Curtis Selby said, "Well put, Lemon Pie."
Okay, and we only got the one more.
Yeah, and Lemon Pie says that
most day working, so that we can do just that, eat. Now we are having a little fun. Also, I know many of these dudes have helped people out when they were struggling. Yeah, don't mind the guys. It's a sock account.
Right.
Grateful to live in a place bountiful with food, and I wish no one to struggle to eat.
No. Yeah, and of course, then Lemon Pie said, that said, I'm grateful to live in a place bountiful in food, and I wish no one to struggle to eat. Right. Yeah. So I agree. I totally agree with you there, Lemon.
Yeah, I
No
love
one,
these.
no one should have starved. No one
Well,
should have.
I love the social crusaders who, they have this do-gooder attitude, and yet they do very little good in the world. And I have no
Yeah.
time for those people. I really don't.
Yeah, I agree
Because
with
they
that
just,
too.
who the hell is, I even if it's a sock account, it's like, who the
You're
fuck are
putting
they?
way too much out. It's a sock account. It's not
Yeah.
even a real person. He's looking to upset people.
Exactly. But I'm
Mhm.
just saying, it's unfortunate that there are people that waste their lives doing that shit. Anyway, I'm done. Because they ain't gonna upset
All
me.
right.
I'm still having a great time talking with you guys and enjoying the Waltons here. So,
All right, I'm
Yeah,
back.
I love it. All right.
Hey, just so you know, I'll have seconds up breakfast, so I know I'm not making a difference. So where we got all the chats here?
Yeah, we covered all the chats,
yeah,
Gorilla. Just
everything's
down at the
covered.
very end of where Lemon Pie was talking, and that's
Yeah,
where we're at.
it's all good, Gorilla.
Yeah, we're good.
Alrighty.
Come back here and you go up to your room and you stay there until you're willing
Now,
to
if
tell
we
the
see
truth.
Lemon Pie coming in on an eggnog float, then we'll have to start.
All right, so yeah. Then they're like trying to figure out that John Boy he's covering for someone, but they just don't. But he hasn't figured out who yet.
Well, I have to think though when he crosses his hands like that, puts it in, and he's really thinking. Well, he's known some of the people that Ben has known when they went to the same school. They're in town. I have to think he's thinking there's got to be some gal that he's seen around with Ben
Yeah.
recently or something. Maybe.
Well, here's the thing.
Well,
In that
he goes
small
through that.
area, there's no keeping secrets from nothing. Like they know when each person shits in that area.
Yeah. And John Boy knows exactly who keeps tabs on all that. That's who he goes to.
That's what he does. Yeah.
Yeah, so blah blah blah. They're thinking blah, but Ben's moping around. Then here comes Wooden. Here, apparently the words got around. They're hitting her on there, and he's hitting her on the person, killed him. He's hitting her. All this other awful crap, blah blah blah. So,
Yeah.
but he's like, but still, he's like, I gotta tell my daddy. At least let me tell John Boy. No, if my daddy finds out, he'll kill me. So
No.
what? If I don't tell my
Tell
papa
your
what happens,
daddy
he's gonna
and-
kill me.
He has to understand at this point that his daddy basically runs that damn county.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Curtis said, "Well put again, Lemon Pie." Just want to mention that too. Thank you, Curtis.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like she's like, they can't put you in jail. He goes, they can if I can't prove I didn't do it. Blah blah blah. They can't punish you. You have to prove you're not guilty. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's how can I prove I'm not guilty, you crazy bitch, when you won't tell what happened? She's just really selfish. Really selfish.
What do you expect? She's a blonde.
Yeah.
So anyhow, they call him another play, but he can't.
Hey, I wonder in the 1930s, did they actually call blondes ditzy back then too?
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh,
Yeah, me either.
they call them floozies.
Oh, floozies. Yes. Yes, that's
Yeah, I
it.
remember floozies. Yeah, I don't know when.
I do remember that.
When did ditzy start? I don't remember when that term began, but it goes back quite a ways, I'm sure.
It started on May 19th of 1942.
Oh,
You have documentation, do you, Gorilla? Wow, I'm impressed.
Yeah, at precisely 1,326 hours and 36 seconds. The first term ditzy was used.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, but don't forget, you had flappers in the 20s and 30s that were quite floozy too.
Flappers, yeah. Jeez. Wow.
Yeah,
Crazy world.
yeah. But we grew up in it, PvP.
Well, I didn't grow
All
up
right.
in the
I didn't steal
30s.
your-
Not quite
No,
that
I mean
old.
later. I was talking about later. Later,
Oh,
we
okay.
grew up in it, but
Okay.
yeah.
Actually,
Back
the
then,
world was a
thank
lot
God we
less
were.
crazy. It's gotten a lot more
All right.
crazy recently. But
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah. Totally
All
agree.
right. So
Car?
And
I
Ben's
just
still
followed
being a
it.
jerk.
yeah.
Ben, there was a hit and run accident. So far, you haven't been able to prove that you're not guilty of that. You were driving without a license. That's bad enough, but hit and run is hopeless.
Oh, drive without a license ain't that bad. It's only like a 20. Back then, it's probably a 50-cent ticket, if that.
Yeah.
No. They could give him jail time if he wanted.
Well, if they wanted to, right?
And he won't get a license until he's 18.
Not for driving without a license there.
Yeah.
But he's a minor. Back
Right.
then, they knew how to treat minors who committed these entry-level offenses.
Felonies like that. Yeah, that's true.
No, that's not. Driving without a license ain't a felony, Mikey. It's a misdemeanor.
But they can put him in juvenile until he's 18. They had a prevent type justice for minors at the time.
Yeah.
As in, they could do what the fuck they wanted.
Yeah. But in this case, because this is, this ain't quite reality TV series, so, that's why they kept him out of jail. So.
All right, so.
Nothing I can do about it.
Is
He's
there a
acting
witness?
like
Have
a
you got
total
witness? Is there
bitch.
some truth didn't have anything to do
He's
with
a kid, but he's acting like a total idiot. I'm like, come on, really?
Well, he is a fucking pathetic liar.
Yeah, he is. He's terrible. Yeah.
Come on, boy, put some
But
fucking
he's
effort
not-
into it.
He's not even trying to lie. He's just keeping his mouth shut.
Yeah. Because he doesn't want to expose that little Miss Nancy. Jeez.
Now, if he was actually getting something out of all this, I could understand stupid 15-year-old not wanting to talk, but as
they were having
he hasn't even got to second base.
Yeah, that's right. He didn't even get to first base. Come on. Yeah, I don't know why he would do all this. That just made me really question the writers, obviously, about the character of Ben. I say, come on, he's not this pathetic. But in fact, in the entire episode, his line is pathetic, and he's just acting that way. I don't know. It just made me question it.
Yeah.
Can you get a witness?
How could I do that?
Well, I think you're protecting somebody.
Hey, for $1,000, I could have an alibi by there. If you throw in a couple more, I can even have videotape evidence for you, boy.
Yeah, that'd be you, Gorilla. Sure.
Hey, there's people that will actually, for like $1,000 to $1,500, they'll be your alibi there. They'll even make fake videotape proving that you're at whatever you claim to say you're doing, as long as you can keep your story straight.
Sure. Good photoshopping always helps.
Were you with a girl?
Mind your own business, John Boy.
You big-headed dumbbell. I'm trying to help you.
I don't want your help.
Hey, I guarantee you, if he got to second base, he'd be bragging about it.
He would be bragging about it.
Yeah.
Of course he would. Hey, I got the cup of feel, and hey, I'm having fun. Woohoo! Yeah. If he had got
Who
that
do you
far.
think you are anyway, asking me all them questions?
I'm your brother.
Then stop acting like you're the law. You have no right.
I have every right.
And I don't have to answer any of them.
Now, right here, he should have hit him.
I would have punched him right now. I'm the older brother. I would have said, fuck you, and I would have punched him.
Hey, wait. It took you guys this long to fucking smack him? I would have smacked him. I would have smacked him way back as soon as he admitted to taking my fucking car.
What about his
really,
dad?
yeah.
Maybe he could have choked him or something.
Yeah. Once the deputy
that
left,
point. Yeah.
John and Grandpa should have just mud stomped him until the truth came out.
Oh yeah, there you go. We should have hit him over the side of the head over in the woodshed. Until he
The
said
the
so.
Waltons, the ultra-violent episode.
That's not
Hey,
ultraviolet.
at
That's
least-
good parenting.
At least they didn't.
Yeah, it does.
At least they didn't take him out to the sawmill and hook him up to the saw.
Hey,
That would have been.
hey,
really grim.
we seen John Boy whoop a couple people's asses in this show.
Yeah.
One of them was his cousin.
Yeah.
Well, I think
plus we saw them in a bar fight, so we know that.
yeah.
it was-
That's right. Yeah.
yeah.
That's the one
so-
when Pa went off to find himself or whatever, wasn't it? Yeah, that was a weird episode.
All right, so
Ben's totally out of character again here, though. Just totally over the top. Like,
Wasting my time.
It's all right. Sit
dun
down.
dun dun.
I don't
This
remember
was just-
Ben. I don't remember Ben being this out of control in any previous episodes. Like, not to this level.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
usually more
Well-
sensible than this.
Yeah.
That's why they should have let him get a little bit further with the girl. If his hormones are acting up, that would
Oh, yeah.
explain him being more agitated and being extra stupid.
Hey, they
Right.
could at least had him like make it out and stuff.
Yeah, well,
You know, to give us the impression that she's really manipulating him.
Yeah, that's
Or-
that-
or-
that-
or-
that's more
or
than
he could've-
enough to say he lost 10, 20 IQ points.
Or he almost could have slid home and he just didn't quite get there. Like that would have really riled him up. So
Well, we
Just-
know
Oh, yeah.
we know that Ben is not thinking with his brain; he's thinking with his lower regions.
yeah, he's not thinking with the head on his shoulders. That's for sure.
So which head is he speaking? Is he talking about there?
Hey, I've said enough. I already went over the line
baby,
before.
you opened up a can of worms there, baby.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, there you go.
All
At
right,
least-
so
At least John Boy's sensible. This is a good scene. Actually, this is one of the few good scenes in the episode coming up here.
It is. It is. Yeah.
all right, so Scurvy says, "If I've misunderstood you, feel free to respond." And he goes,
I don't know.
"So
what
it looks
he's
like
talking about.
at this rate, there'll be overlapping between your stream and mine watch party at 8:30 and 10. We should be
Quite
done by.
possible.
Well, yeah, we should be done here in half an hour.
Yeah. We're pretty close, Dan.
Because the rest of the show is just like not much to show.
Can you tell me anything about Ben? You know everything that goes on at school.
Like what?
I don't know anything to get him out of this mess.
I don't know anything special.
Has he been palling around with any new characters lately?
John Boy, you wouldn't know everybody Ben does. Besides, even if I did know, I wouldn't stick my nose into his business.
Oh, now she's not the nosy bitch.
Now she's just lying to him. He knows better than she knows everybody's business.
I'm not being
She
nosy,
takes
Mary
great
Ellen.
pleasure
I'm
in
worried about
knowing
what's gonna happen to
everybody's
him. He doesn't-
business.
Yeah.
Doesn't realize how
but
serious this is.
we got Erin coming up here, and she's the more sensible one.
Well, Aaron's just that freaking sister you don't want to deal with.
What do you mean?
Well, if it ends up in court, he could get in a lot of trouble.
Would they put him in jail?
Well, if they find him guilty, sometimes they put minors in reform schools or correctional institutions.
Nancy Madden.
Aaron.
Well, we don't just go crazy in jail. You'd be so lonely.
That would be the least of his problems there, because he'd need to pay Bubbles to protect him,
Oh man.
and Bubbles isn't interested in cash.
Yeah.
He'd have a friend. So anyhow, okay. Then he said that's a good start, blah, blah, blah. He takes off, drives off. And he goes down there and goes, "Hey, get your fucking ass down here, or else I'm going to wait till your daddy gets home." And she rushes down. Well, he doesn't quite put it that way, but. Blah, blah, blah.
Down, I'm gonna go inside.
I'll be right down.
So, yeah. So, blah, blah, blah. Then he asks her, and she's like, blah, blah, blah. She's going to get in trouble. And he's about to get a confession out there. He's about ready to get a confession out of her when the jackass shows up.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Well, first he asks if he's there to see him, and then he goes, no, blah, blah, blah. Then.
Talking, Daddy.
I set up some rules around here. You think I don't mean what I say?
I didn't even ask him into the house. I can't help it if he came here. I didn't ask him to.
There's not supposed to be any boys here when I'm not home. Not for any reason.
But I didn't. He just...
You shouldn't have opened the door to him. I told you never to open the door when I'm not home. Now you get upstairs. And don't you come back down until I tell you to.
See, that's how you gotta drive the kid off to just run away and say, fuck this.
Yeah, I think she would have just ran away a couple years earlier if she had to put up with this crap all the time.
Yeah.
That's the sort of thing I would think that John and the sheriff would have taken care of years ago.
All right,
they have a habit of policing.
All right, which pond did he end up in?
They wouldn't end up in a pond. They just do a little behavioral correction.
Madden,
he'll walk with a limp for
Mr. Madden, I'd like to
get out of here now.
All right, so blah, blah, blah. Jumbo drives off. The deputy sheriff came back. Blah, blah, blah.
I want to know if you're going to swear out a complaint.
Complain about what?
Ben taking your car without asking?
He wants me to swear out a complaint against my own brother?
Yeah, that terminology doesn't even make fucking sense. I don't know if it makes sense to anybody else. Can you guys hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Swear out a complaint against his brother?
Yeah, it's terminology that doesn't mean we don't use no more. It's old-fashioned terminology that doesn't make sense to me. But I understand what's going on.
Have you ever been asked to swear out a warrant before?
No, what they asked you was to write an affidavit.
That must be original. I've heard cops say that before.
What, swear out a complaint?
Swear out a complaint, swear out a statement, swear out a judge, swear out a warrant.
We call them filing. You can file a complaint, but it's not swear. They don't use the term swear out of a complaint. Oh crap! Let's see. The head that gives you two children, gorilla. So, Dad, and welcome back, sister. And what I didn't say the censored version that gorilla would say. Hey, we've already ended up on mini list tonight, so he might have been making a general statement and jumped down his throat. Anyhow, hang out here if you like, some dude. He's long gone. I chewed him.
Yeah,
I didn't boot him, but I snapped back.
Everybody say hi. It's a sock account anyway, Lemon. So it's no big deal to worry about.
Yeah, and Cynthia says, we like it when to take it down the throat. What the goodness, Dan.
This Dan's been listening to some Andrew Dice Clay. You're right, Lemon.
Yeah. That's it, Dan. If you want a shock mission accomplished, and let's see. When I feel like it, I want to show my what?
You're prevented.
Prevented. Prevented mind.
A prevented mind. That's a strange concept. I've never heard of a prevented mind, but
yeah.
I think his Google is trying to make him a more decent human being.
Yeah. Hey.
Autocorrect.
Hey, sit there. No matter how perverted you think you are, you cannot beat some of the stuff we've said in these streams.
Yeah.
And
if the Canadian government was paying attention, PvP would be talking to the Mounties right now.
Yeah. Oh no. Or heck, Well, if we want, I'll go look up the scissoring chicken. I don't even remember which episode that was that we were talking about scissoring chickens.
Oh, that was the one where Suzanne made some comment, wasn't it, in the chat?
Yeah, German's gone that day.
Yeah.
Glad I
Well,
missed
you had
that
a good
one.
you had a good run with that one, girl. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was pretty much all you that time, though.
And Sifdan, not to really correct your grammar, but actually that should have been preventative mind.
I really think he was trying to put perverted.
Well, maybe perverted.
Yeah.
Maybe he was.
Yeah,
I don't know.
he was, and Google was trying to make him sound less perverted.
Yeah. So
he was prevented from being perverted.
By autocorrect. Damn that autocorrect.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. No, you're fine. All right, so they're talking. You're talking. He went out to talk to Nancy Useless. Useless wouldn't get there. He wouldn't tolerate anyone hanging around. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Oh, where were we at here? And so John Boy, it's now all of a sudden decides to search the damn car for fucking clues. You know, only took him 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days. Right?
And the only reason he finds the clue is because he wants to wax the car for some bizarre reason. All of a sudden.
Yeah.
Right.
But don't forget.
Okay, well, you know that dent, just a little bumpy, it'll come right back out.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks, now.
No, I was going to say he's just a very slow working detective.
It's just another contrived moment. It's like, yeah, I just want to wax the car, and oh, by the way, I found this match book
cool.
on the floor. Gee, amazing coincidence.
Yeah. You think they will search the car like the day it happened?
Yeah, you'd think so. Or you think that maybe the deputy would have searched the car for clues, right? Like, just possibly.
I think he was trying to keep an eye on Grandpa, make sure Grandpa didn't grab the old double barrel.
Oh, boy.
Well, let's put it this way. If it was modern day Sherlock Holmes, he would have had this solved and bagged and tagged and everything done by about way back.
No, they wouldn't. They'd have to have 6 crime scenes. It seems there would have been a woman in charge of the investigating. They would have had Aaron or Mary Ellen leading the investigation there. And they'd have to have a bunch of crying scenes in there.
And some dramatic moments, right?
Yeah. And maybe stretch it out to 8 episodes and call it a season.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't have been.
Aaron and Mary Ellen get involved somehow or something.
And it wouldn't be Sherlock Holmes. It'd be Sherlock Holmes.
Be Sherlock Holmes. There you there.
Sherlocka.
Sherlock. Chakalaka Holmes. Yeah.
All right.
One of those scenes. Come on.
Hey, at least it's like the most memorable looking kid. That's the one that went to the hotel. He goes, because he finds the matchbooks. He goes to the hotel. He goes, you remember, kid? Yeah, redhead, blah, blah. Go, yeah, I remember. We just sat here eating ice cream while playing matches while his date there when I was talking to another woman, and he describes them. Like, the woman is blah, blah, blah. Talk to the receptionist. His room 201, blah, blah, blah.
I love what Lemon Pie just said about Sifdan. He's not prevented from being perverted.
Oh, let's see. Sifdan says perverted mind. Sorry, some words like similar. Then Scurvy says perverted. There you go. And apparently, I'm not much of a tolerant mood tonight. Maybe it's time for beer. Now, some people aren't very tolerable. You can only put up with it so much.
Yeah, that guy wasn't trying to be tolerated. He was trying to be annoying, so it's no problem there, Lemon. You're absolutely justified the way you feel, I think.
Yeah, you want me to answer this? Yeah, so Sifdan says to me, the words that look similar I use, like since or sense, they sound the same but spelled differently. Well, that's what autocorrect does. It tries to sense what you're trying to put down.
The only problem is that when it autocorrects, it takes the meaning away from the word you're intending, right? So that's the problem.
Totally. Yeah.
Oh, so my phone died here like a minute ago, and now she's asleep.
Oh, there you go. Maybe the secret is
Thank you for phonage.
Maybe the secret is just not charge the phone before you do a stream. You know.
There you go.
Well, no, because then she'll be bugging me to watch Peppa Pig the entire time. This is it. But
keep it on 15% charge.
Actually,
halfway through the stream, she'll fall asleep.
Now let's see.
She'll go down as quickly as the phone's battery.
Yeah. And Scooby said, Cithan is not prevented from being perverted. And let's see. However, you slice it. Cithan, if you want a slice, there is a price. Yeah. Hey, Scurvy here may be cheap, but he's not free.
Yeah.
Okay, now I gotta ask: is lemon heading towards being perverted here? Just a question, like a slice for a price.
I think we went a block past perverted quite a while ago.
Yeah, way past perverted.
We'll have to wait a little bit then if you want Jamie's on.
Or if you want to say we've gone way past perversion, is probably a better word.
Yeah. All right. Hey, I want to play a scene, and we got only 10 minutes left of this episode. Let's get her knocked out here.
Sure, let's do her.
John Boy's just gotten back from Charlottesville. You know all about it, son.
You can't. How
Ben.
Yeah, he acts like it's he didn't cover his tracks very. Put it this way, he didn't cover his tracks very well.
He's
a
pathetic
Virginia
forlorn.
Manor Hotel. I know
Yeah.
that you were with Nancy Madden and her mother.
He's acting like a forlorn, lovesick puppy.
This is the time. So this is a spot where he should just fessed up because the jig's up. But like, what more can you tell him? They just go. Then he can honestly say, "Well, they figured it out, so I might as well just confessed."
I can't. I swore to Nancy I'd never tell. She wasn't supposed to go in the first place. Her daddy's real strict, and he doesn't like her mom. Well, I just can't tell.
Then I'll talk to Eustace Madden if you want me to.
No, just leave Nancy out of this.
Ben, it's gone too far for that now.
But I promised.
Ben, this thing has gotten out of hand.
Guy, he's acting like a promise is like the most important thing.
Especially to someone that's just using him, like blatantly using him. It's like, geez, Ben, shake your head and get some sense back. Gosh.
Yeah, and quickly, Lemon Pie, we never have ever said that you were a gal. Go on. I gotta laugh at you, Sir Lemon, for that. I'm sorry.
Right. Wait, he says, what kind of girl do you think I? Yeah, well, actually, I'm a straight middle-aged dude. He goes, no, don't turn sour on me. We are.
I love that. Oh, man.
Oh, man, I need that. I need that clip. Well, that escalated quickly.
Yeah,
but I suppose I.
You better
I'll just
slice
keep going.
that. You better slice that clip out there for a short there, girl.
It's got to stop. Now you have to talk to Nancy and tell her you're going to break that promise.
Oh, it fade to black again.
I see. Yeah, that's commercial break. See, that's where it just annoying me. There, then we have to have Jason in the episode.
Oh yeah,
he has that single line. He runs off. Blah blah blah.
Nervousness.
So upset.
So Olivia's eating a whole fucking cake because she's worried about Ben being arrested there.
Yeah, really. Like that's about the only thing she does in the whole bloody episode is eat the bloody cake.
No, she has a little bit more, but more than Jason and.
This is probably one of her main scenes, though, is eating the cake. Really, it's like,
yeah,
16.
Not much of Michael Learned's acting skills in this one.
Okay. So here's where we get the story.
She left when Nancy was just a baby.
Just left.
Well, it was a little more complicated than that. Her family moved here when she was just 14. They were very poor. I think she always felt a little ashamed of the way she looked. She didn't even stay in school a year.
So yeah, 14 that she gets married to Eustace.
Right.
She just left. Why not?
She quit to marry Eustace Madden.
When she was 14?
Well, she was almost 15 by then.
15?
Well, he offered her security. Food. She looked a little less hungry after she married him. And then she had Nancy right away.
Well, she didn't look very hungry in that freaking hotel, I'll tell you that right now.
She's probably been eating better since she left Eustace. So
Yeah.
it almost sounds like she's like a prostitute or something, though. She just marries the guy just to get food. Like, geez, that's pretty desperate.
No, it's more along the lines of look up "Fancy" by Reba McEntire.
Yeah.
It's the only song. Reba McEntire is the only person that can make me feel bad for a hooker.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's called "Fancy."
Fancy. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good song.
Not really a Reba fan, but maybe I'll look it up.
Yeah.
Reba.
Yeah, she'll make you feel bad for a hooker.
Yeah. I used to call her Rebob.
Mm.
Like Jim Bob, Jane Bob,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
I always thought that was too much for her. All her friends were still young and wanting to stay that way, having fun and all.
All right, so blah, blah, blah. Then
So
she just left,
basically,
blah, blah, blah.
The whole thing with the Eustace character, he seems like basically an abusive prick through the episode up to this point, pretty much, right? Towards his ex-wife and his daughter. He's pretty much an asshole.
For the most part, yes.
And here, he tells Jim Bob to get the hell off his property before he puts his foot up his ass, pretty much.
Yeah, kind
I
of.
may be paraphrasing and skipping down the scene a little bit. So Jim Bob
But
goes,
not by
Daddy,
much.
I need your help. Eustace won't even let me talk to her. All right, son, I'll go whoop his ass for you.
Okay, so the guy who played Eustace, Warren J. Kimmerling, he did pass away in 2005 at the age of 80. He was Wild Bill in Close Encounters of the Third Kind. He was in the 1985 Godzilla picture as General Goodhue. He did one episode of the Green Hornet TV series as Bert Selden, and he was Grandison in a movie in 1976 called Family Plot. So he's done like 113 movies as an actor.
Family Plot was the final Alfred Hitchcock film, by the way.
Yeah.
That was the only Hitchcock film I ever got to see in its initial release in the theater, because by 76 I was a teenager, so I actually got to see it in the theater. And it was a fairly mediocre film, I gotta say, not Hitch's best.
Oh, yeah, and I remember him. He was in an episode of the A-Team as General Ludlam. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Warren J. Kimmerling. Yeah. 80 years old. Yeah. So, here's that scene, right, where, where's that guy in the cap you said, Gorilla, that he stands out? He's got like a cap on. He's in a red shirt or
It's
something.
in one of the scenes. It's in between the barn and the house.
Okay.
So, anyhow.
But
Morning, Eustace.
Yeah, so he has to sit there and
I'm trying to look for this guy with a baseball cap looking out of place.
That boy of yours. Now you just get off my property.
My son here has some business he hasn't finished yet.
No business here.
He wants to talk to your daughter, Nancy.
Not without my say-so, he hasn't. Now you go on home and don't you come back here. You got troubles, boy? Don't you bring him around here.
Oh, no. Is he in the right considering what he's heard?
No.
No.
He knows. No matter how much he wants to deny it, he knows his daughter did something and that she's involved. He just wants to deny it.
Okay,
Yeah.
if you look, Gorilla, past the horse, if you look into the far left-hand side, there's a guy with a cap on. You can barely see him, but he's just past the window, and he's off to the left-hand side.
Jeez, I
If
can't
you
see
look
him.
really closely. Yeah, he's standing in the background over here. Yeah. Yeah, I saw him just kind of like dart in and dart out. Yeah.
Huh.
Wait,
He's
do I have
right
to
in the
go
back.
back? Do I have to go back?
No, you don't have to go that
Don't
far
bother.
back.
It's
No.
a blur. It's not really
He wants
noticeable.
to
It's
talk to
more
your
of a
daughter,
blur.
Nancy.
Yeah.
Not without my say so, he hasn't.
On original
Now, you go on
broadcast,
home
no
and
one
don't
would
you
have
come
seen
back
it.
here. You got troubles, boy?
Right.
Don't you bring them around here.
Just when it's widened, that it would have came out more. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
kind of hoping for a good
Daddy,
punch out
maybe
here
I can
between the
help
two
him.
of them, but
No,
it never
you
happened.
can't, young lady.
Let the girl talk, Eustace.
Now John's getting a little like I can see why John's being forceful, but yet he doesn't have, I don't know if he has the right to tell her to let her talk or not.
He has every right because this is about his boy's future. If he doesn't get Eustace to start acting right, his son's going to prison.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, this is probably a talk he should have had with Eustace 15 years ago.
Well, this is something that this could have all got solved a long time ago.
Right.
Anything, John. Especially not to that hit-and-run criminal boy of yours.
Now, I don't know what problems you're having with your daughter, and it's none of my business. But this trouble my son is in is my business. And your daughter has something to say about it. I want to hear it. I think you ought to hear it, too.
Daddy, Ben got in all this trouble because he drove me to Charlottesville.
Oh, now she would have just done this. You know, if he was a good father, he goes, fine, I'll see you around. You can see what kind of a piece of shit she is.
Yeah.
You know,
Thing is, she only finally confesses too when she's got no choice at this point, right? Because she's got no choice left. There's no way she can dodge it now, so she's got to confess.
Yeah.
You know, so it doesn't make her look very good, that's for sure.
What?
He took me to see Mama.
Thought I forbid you even to write to her.
I made Ben take me to where she was staying in Charlottesville. And I saw her and talked to her. And Daddy, I liked her.
But you left
God,
her.
she really is a
I told
terrible
you she
actress,
just up
isn't
and
she?
walked out on you when you were just a little baby.
Now, here's the thing. I think they could have made the father a little bit more likable. Because, like, I'm not... It's like... But, like, they did not even make it, like... They're making him look like such a jackass that... Yeah, maybe she'll run away and live with her mama in Florida.
No, I got a comment coming up, but we're not there yet about the father.
Yeah.
That's one reason I really downgrade this episode seriously, but we're not quite there yet.
All right, so... Scurvy says, Fancy by Iggy Azalea. No.
Iggy Azalea.
Yep, Mikey Azalea. I don't know who that is. Some dude, if you're still here to speak, I didn't mean to... Hey, Scurvy, I jumped all over him worse than you did, so don't even worry about it. And sit there and it's so fancy if you don't let me down. And Mikey says, I know Scurvy, and that dad is a dick.
Yeah, he is.
And he must have been getting censored by YouTube.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what happens if I ever get monetized.
Yeah, Iggy
You're
Azalea.
going to see a sea of yellow.
Yeah, I'll put it this way quickly, Gorilla. Iggy Azalea is not worth listening to. Reba is. So, there you go.
Okay.
Hey, now, but she couldn't help it then.
Nancy!
Eustace, that's not going to help.
Oh!
Eustace, that's not going to help.
Come on! Punch him right in the face! Come on! Punch him right in the face! I still wanted to see him punch him right in the face her for trying to attack his daughter.
Yeah, I was hoping for a good dust up here. I really was. I agree.
Yeah, I was too.
Yeah, because that just drags it down.
Just throw
Between
one
Nancy and me.
good left hook there, right in his head.
Yeah, then have to talk to him while you're picking his ass up off the ground.
Right.
They should have punched him in the face, had him knocked to the ground. Then as John is picking him up there by the overall strap, then have this talk that he's going to have with them.
None of this would have happened if he hadn't taken her into town to see that mother of hers.
See, this is the scene that really pisses me off because it's just he's an asshole all his life, and then suddenly he turns into a nice guy at the end of the episode.
Yeah, that's just
Well,
bullshit.
Like,
I call
He
bullshit.
may have been a nice guy before the mother left, but all that hurt from her going, he's been taken out on the daughter, but they don't go through that.
Yeah, but
They
he sure
just
flips.
throw him in here as, oh, he's a bad guy. And
He flips, faster than the fucking quarter being thrown at a fucking football game, right? It's like,
Yeah.
It's like, fuck. Talk about a total personality change, like in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Jonathan,
I couldn't buy it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's why I call BS on it.
That's why I don't give this a very good rating. Actually, I haven't even voted in the poll yet, but let me take a look here.
I guess I know what your vote's gonna be.
Oh, I think you probably guessed it.
Yeah.
I know that someday I'm gonna come home and Nancy's gonna be gone. She's gonna leave me too. She's gonna go and live with her mother.
Well, if you weren't such a jackass, that wouldn't happen.
That's
Yeah, I
another
already
thing.
voted
I
in your vote, Gorilla.
actually don't know why she didn't go live with her mother, since she was obviously seemed to love her mother so much when she met her.
You ran away a long time ago.
Oh man, none of this episode makes much sense to me.
No.
Nancy's here because she wants to be here. Because this is her home. You took care of her. You love her. She knows that.
Glad he's just it's like you did like a total 360, right? PvP. Oh,
Yeah, he's like two
Yeah.
different people. He's like
Pathetic.
angry and mean, and then all of a sudden he flips onto this heartfelt, guy in a lot of pain, trying to. All of a sudden he wants to do right in the world. It's like I just couldn't buy it.
Yeah.
it's a valid
Eustace.
flip, but they needed to set it up. They didn't go through the narrative steps. They may have edited that out, but they needed to leave more of Eustace in the episode.
Well, I see a bunch of stuff there's a bunch of stuff they could have trimmed out of this and give us time to appreciate something like this.
Yeah, they needed to give Eustace a good 5 more minutes in the episode.
And I could think of 15 minutes that could probably trimmed out of this episode.
I don't think. Well, the way this episode is, I don't think you could do much to save it, really.
Oh, we'll talk about that here in a bit.
Be in Charlottesville with her mama. But Eustace, why don't you let her lead a more normal life like the other girls around here?
Always been so afraid to try.
Oh God.
She's here because she wants
This guy's
to be. Eustace.
pathetic.
As far as I know, there's not a lock in the world keeps somebody in if they don't want to be.
I'm sure there's some prisons around the world that would argue with that statement, John. But
hey, every prison has had escapees.
Oh yeah. You guys remember that Clint Eastwood movie, Escape from Alcatraz? That was pretty entertaining.
That's a great film. I like Escape from Alcatraz.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, heck, even Auschwitz or
Auschwitz.
Sorry, I can't speak German. Okay, but even
I'm
that had
sorry.
escapees. Even that had escapees.
Yeah,
Heck,
except
I remember.
Hey,
I remember one of those camps there that people were sent to concentrate. Where
oh jeez,
they had a bunch of American POWs, and they sat there. They put this like wooden thing over there, and all these guys were running over and exercising. And underneath there, they're digging a tunnel there, and every once in a while, a guy would slip down there and start digging and digging and digging and all that. And they actually dug a tunnel out to the woods.
Are you talking about the film The Great Escape?
I don't know. This is a true story.
Well, I think The Great Escape was based on a true story about a bunch of POWs that did escape. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 130 some of them escaped.
Well, I remember like Steve McQueen was one of the big stars in that movie, if it's the one I'm thinking of.
Oh,
it was a pretty good film, yeah.
Yeah, but anyhow, no, let's go. I'm getting worn down here.
Yeah, let's get rid of crying daddy here.
All right, so blah blah blah, and here they end up.
Well, now I can get that dent fixed. John boy, why don't you let me and Nancy take care of that for you?
Oh, Ben will do it, Eustace. He's got a lot of taking care of to do from now on.
Okay, why the hell was Eustace fault? Oh, I suppose it's because it's Nancy's fault.
Because he's turned over a new leaf, and he's a different man now. Obviously, it's such a happy ending. Oh, just amazing.
All right, so we're on to our epilogue. What?
Oh no, it just looked like to his bumper. Did he just covered it with a sheet or something? I was looking at the bumper and where the damage was, and it looks like he just covered it with a sheet.
Let's see. Scurvy says grill will be monetized, but only in Canadian dollars to punish him for making fun of Canada's currency.
Yeah.
Well, good news, girl. You'll be in a lifetime supply of toilet paper then.
All right.
Or a gallon-sized lifetime supply of eggnog for PvP.
Yeah, well, the money spends pretty good here, so I wouldn't use it as toilet paper, but yeah, it's up to you if you want to waste it.
All right, so we're on to our epilogue here.
Okay.
Nancy Madden remained in Walton's Mountain with her father. She had graduated from Miss Hunter's school and was courted by several young men, including my brother Ben, but she never married. As her father grew old, he came to depend on Nancy totally, and she nursed him until he died. She still lives in that old Madden home and in active missionary work, and on Sundays she sings in the choir. Okay, so by courted, does that mean she turned into a hooker to pay the bills?
Well,
I don't think it means that. No, I don't know.
I'm sure there was a few young men who helped out when her father became too ill.
Yeah.
And there was some form of compensation that an unemployed woman of relatively young age and attractiveness could provide.
Yeah.
All right. So, PvP, since you already went down the road here, here's something here for you.
Daddy,
What do you want, Elizabeth?
when I grow up, can I marry you?
Afraid I'm already taken, honey.
Good night, Daddy.
All right, cue up the jokes.
Good night, Mama. Good night, Elizabeth. Good night, John Boy.
There you
Good
go,
night,
PvP.
Grandma. Oh yeah.
I ain't gonna touch that one. The 10-foot pole, girl. You know that.
Yeah, he's noticed.
Now you censor yourself
on the other end of his phone.
That's just going a bit. That's going a bit too far. That's just going a bit too far, girl. I'm not even going to make jokes about that. Come on.
It wasn't earlier. All right. So, PvP. Let's hear your complaint about the episode.
Oh gosh, where do I begin? Just about every level. I just think it's pretty much a crap episode from beginning to end. I think the writing is weak. The actor, oh god, the two lead female actresses in this, I think they basically suck. They got no range. They're blocks of wood. You know, I mean, but they don't have anything to work with because their characters are written as so bland and pointless. There's really not much there to dig into for even a good actress to work with. Much less a couple of mediocre wooden ones like we've got in this episode. Ben, is a complete idiot in this. Usually Ben's got at least a reasonable amount of sense in his head. So for him to go off the deep end for some shallow blonde that's, obviously just utilizing him to go see her mother, um, you know, that doesn't speak much of Ben's intelligence in this episode. I think he basically is written like he's an idiot. So that's annoying. And I don't know. I mean, it's just like there's nothing much really good about this episode. And I just found it, it was either tedious in parts or just, nonsensical in other parts where it just didn't fit together plot wise. So yeah, I voted for the I'm here to 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 listen to gorilla shit. That's what I voted for. I would have given it a D, but you didn't have a D on the list, so I went with the gorilla option.
Alrighty, Mikey, what do you rate it?
I rated it the same as PvP. I'd rather listen to your shit, gorilla. this I'm telling you, this was one of the. I can't say it's not the worst episode, but I have to say it's one of the most lamest episodes. I mean, you just look at Ben Walton, you're like, okay, how can you be extremely stupid, much less, really naive and really just not there. That was depressing. And then, John Boy's taking his own sweet time. John Boy would have been on top of this even before, because we all know that John Boy's very intelligent and he's very thoughtful and knowledgeable, and he would have been way on top of this and solved it, but he just took his own sweet time. That's not like John Boy. So I mean, and even Eustace, we all agreed he did a complete 360. Come on, the man's he's bitter, he's angry, he blames the wife for leaving, the daughter for being, so promiscuous, maybe, it's just wrong. So, I mean, when I watched it, I was like, this is not the Waltons. These characters are just completely written like they're idiots or just pathetic. I was really disappointed in this. Judy was too. I watched her behind the scenes, as I always do, and she said even this episode was pathetic. She didn't really like it that much, but she got along with it because she didn't have much to say when they got to her part. It's like, oh yeah, okay, I guess I can act like a bitch. So yeah, I gave it the same grade as PvP, obviously. Yeah. I would have given it a D actually, but that would have been gracious, I think.
Yeah. Hey Daniel, did you even see this episode?
I saw a little bit of it. It was okay.
What you want to give it, Dan, if you had seen all of it?
I don't know. Maybe I'd give it the usual a B.
Oh,
yeah.
All right,
A B would have been really gracious, my friend.
Yeah, you should really watch it. You should really watch the episode.
You should really watch the whole thing because it's really depressing.
I get a C- because the problem, what the basic story is there, where they failed was in the directing and in the editing. There's a lot more they could have had for like Eustace to explain how they get to the point where he flips. As I said earlier, he could have used a good 3 to 5 more minutes in this episode to help flesh out his character. They didn't even really need the scene in the hotel with the girl and her mother. They could have just edited that completely out.
Yeah.
And they could have, I understand being the 70s, why they didn't want to have a 15-year-old girl acting so promiscuous and basically twisting the boy around her little finger and making him basically a horn dog completely under her spell. That may not have flown in the 70s, but that would have made the episode work a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a C here. See the problem is they had a good story and good intentions there, but you had they had a bad actor for the play Nancy there. We needed more time they should have definitely made Useless more likable instead of this jackass who I swear that kid would have ran away 10 years ago.
Yeah.
There instead. And I even had John Boy driving the Charlottesville. Charlottesville there, and then they're just trying to keep the secret from their dad. You know, instead of Ben just stopping stealing the car out of character. Been more in character than John Boy to help them out and try to not let their father know to keep their father out of it.
Yeah, but if John Boy went, there would have never been an accident.
Yeah. But yeah, let's say that a couple more polishers. The reason I give it a C is they had a couple good scenes there that I really liked, like the sheriff discussions there. Then they had a couple good lines. No, so I'm going with the C. But I'm gonna read the chat that we're gonna end the poll. So if you haven't voted, please vote. And Scurvy says, "Here, PvP, you want to read this?"
10-foot pole. Is that how big PvP claims to be? Hey, I never said that. I never said that. I did not make any claims like that. That would actually be quite uncomfortable anyway. So I would say I'm glad that I can't make that claim. Yeah, it'd be hard to walk. Come on, geez, guys.
All right, Jim. Let's be nice here. But Mike, you don't know a joke until it bites his old wrinkled balls, and then Mike says, "You're quite wrinkly yourself, Jim."
Oh God.
Then Chris says hi to Jim.
And then it says no ball comparisons in this stream.
Right. We're not gonna pull a dork night here, whip it out on stream. We're not pulling a dork night. And Curtis, I'll try to catch one of your lives. Just often seems to land when I'm busy. Yeah, same here. I still gotta go back and rewatch a couple of your other ones there, Curtis. But I did sub. And he goes, "Hail, Curtis," and all good, Scurvy. What times are better for you? And Jim says, "No ball comparisons at all." But his balls put on his voice box, LOL.
Well, let's just make sure your balls don't end up somewhere near machinery, okay, Jim? Just saying.
All right. Let's see. And the poll. Then let's see. Pop out chat. And then go here, present, share screen. Alrighty. And just here for a stupid shit from Gorilla, it's 57%. And it was a lot higher in the stream. It's now 14 votes. So it looks like 8 of the votes there were just here, stupid shit from Gorilla. A C plus to a C minus got 21% of the vote. B plus to A minus got 14%. So I'm guessing it 3, 2, 1 because A plus to A minus got 7% of the vote. So, all right, I believe that's. Oh, let's see. Scurvy says, "Are they fighting or is this playful ribbing?"
Hey, I'm just being playful ribbing. He's trying to give me jokes that make me think that I'm incapable of having balls. I think it's both playful ribbing. If you're playful ribbing, but anyhow, Scurvy says, "Mike, you don't sabotage his motor." All right. No,
with that,
I couldn't get to Ohio fast enough to do it anyway. So thank you, Norman.
Yeah, they just busted balls. And Jim says he's joking around. Alrighty. So with that, thank you, Jim's Landscaping LLC #1 Commodore Productions for coming. He does Star Trek fan films and reviews of fan films and different stuff he gets in the mail. He also does puppy videos, so make sure to check him out. Thank you, Scurvy, also known as Lemon Pie, for coming. And thank you, Curtis Selby, for coming. Now, he has a ton of different live streams. Like, he's had a couple political ones and a couple vlogs and stuff. He has a ton of shorts on his channel. So make sure to check him out. Scrolling. And thank you, Sci-Fi Sit There, for coming. Right now, he's doing a Transformers watch party. And then he also does occasional live stream during the week. Then he does AI art crossovers with the story. So make sure to check that out there. Let's give him a big old gorilla raid after we're done here. That's scrolling. Rawhide. And thank you some dude and his fare for coming. I have absolutely no idea who you are. And thank you.
No, just fuck you, some dude. You're a sock account.
Yeah, a sock puppet.
Oh, okay. We're going that route.
I'm a Jew in Nazi-occupied Europe. Fuck you. Fuck the both of you.
All right. If we're going that route.
And then Brian should have pulled out his gun and shot him right in the head. That would have been great.
No. I can't do that on YouTube. That'd be a little too far. Oiler Greg says, thank you, Oiler Greg, for coming. On his channel, he has spoiler-free reviews, so make sure to check that out. And thank you, Chief Judge Finity, for coming. And thank you, the Phantom Boomer Explores on his Cosby channels. He usually runs a movie there on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, but he also puts the trailers for those movies on his channel there, so make sure to check him out. And thank you to Christian Carpenter for coming. Does he do anything? I know he's had quite a few chats, but I can't remember if I checked out his channel or not.
Well, Christian Carpenter, Christian Carpenter has been to our Mikey's Who's For streams before, webcams and stuff. He's very knowledgeable, very nice guy. He hangs out sometimes with our friend Viking Silver Wolf, and he has a pretty good channel. I think he mostly likes to frequent chats and stuff and hang out with us. So, which is great because he is a big supporter of a lot of channels. So, thank you, Christian Carpenter. Appreciate you being here for sure and to represent the channel.
Alrighty. So we'll start with you, Mikey. What you got going on?
Okay, well, as I mentioned on a previous stream earlier, I went ahead and let everyone know that next week I decided to move my live stream to 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 Central. I hope that works for everybody. We're going to be reviewing Deadpool and Wolverine. Right now we've been having a few minor financial setbacks, so I had to briefly take out the basic plan for StreamYard so I could, keep the free plan and still be able to fit up to 6 people. So I'll be able to have a channel or panel, what am I saying? Panel all figured out by that point. That'll be next Thursday. And then on the 15th, and then the next time will be a webcam on September 2nd. Like I said, I'll be doing 2 episodes of Red Dwarf every Monday, right around noonish, 12 noonish time. And my other shows that I've been reviewing as well. Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And then on Friday, September 6th, we'll start our weekly live streams doing the Star Trek films reviews. And right now we're going to be working on Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home. So that's all coming up. Plus I've got other live streams picked for special moments from now until the end of the year. So yeah, keep watching. And we only need 12 subs. Come on, we need 12 more subs. We can reach 200. So yeah.
That's alrighty. Daniel, what do you got going on?
Same thing. I got pretty much nothing going on.
Well, you put something.
Yeah, I know. I gotta try, but I just can't do it yet.
Yeah. Well, you put something in my comments there that you wanted to. You said you wanted to do. Or is that still the works of planning?
What?
Well, you put something on with our tribute to pop culture there.
Where?
When we did my tribute or the rest in peace pop culture, you said you're wanting to do a tribute there. Does that
No, I gave you a vid if you wanted to check it out. It was a tribute to pop. Me and my friend did it.
Paranormal. What was his last name, Daniel? Paranormal
Ripples.
Ripples. Okay. Yeah, he sent it to me on our last stream we did together, Gorilla. It's a good. Actually, it's a pretty good stream that he, Paranormal Ripples, and Daniel did together as And they also had some conspiracy theories, which sounded pretty, interesting. I should say some far fetched, but some interesting. It's a good stream. Yeah.
Alrighty. And PvP, what do you got going on?
Not a heck of a lot. I got some real life stuff to take care of this weekend, so I don't know how much I'm going to be on here for the next few days. Probably not going to be on tomorrow at all. Maybe I'll pop in Sunday, perhaps. But yeah, just
we're doing The Godfather on Sunday. Unless you want me to push that back a week, and we could do.
Oh my God! Really? I love that movie.
Yeah. What if you wanted to push The Godfather back a week? That might actually work better, Grill, if you don't mind.
Alrighty. So I'll figure something to watch.
Yeah, because I'm not 100% sure. It depends how much stuff I get done tonight and tomorrow. Because I would like to pop in for The Godfather because it is a classic movie. So.
No, you're the one that wanted me to watch it. Somebody. All right.
Yeah.
What was that, Daniel?
Let's watch the Book of Boba Fett.
That's a TV show, not a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a TV show.
But it's like a movie.
It's too
not
long.
Really.
No.
Yeah, way too long.
That's cringe stock. That's a cringe stock there.
Cringe stock.
That probably is.
That was
Yeah,
an
cringe
awesome
stock.
show, man.
Yeah, from the reviews I've read, it probably would be cringe stock material.
Well, I know the Acolyte is.
Yeah, I think Star Wars is pretty much dead and buried at this point.
Yeah, it's been buried for a while, actually.
For quite a while.
Yeah.
I'll figure something out for Sunday. Sunday. Maybe I'll see what's trending on M4UHD. Yeah. All right. So, Jer, what do you got going on?
Tuesday night we got Andromeda. Thursday night open panel, and tomorrow night we got cartoons. The winner of the poll by a surprisingly large margin, Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd Century.
Oh, I remember that. That was
70% of the vote over The Legend of Zelda.
No, well, excuse me, princess. I love that show.
Yeah, but it only managed to get freaking 30. It got 6 votes total.
Wow.
Hey, I know.
Got 15.
Hey, I know
what you like better.
Hey, we'll watch the 3rd James Bond on Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Goldfinger.
Yeah. Then Jeremy said dropping on Tuesday in your round table.
Yeah.
Thursday. All right. So let's see. So tomorrow got 2 more episodes of DS9. Sunday we're gonna see some gold getting fingered, and then let's see. Hey, Jeremy, what do you think about doing Freaks and Geeks for Wednesdays?
Yeah, I can do Freaks and Geeks. That's another very short run.
Yeah, only 2 seasons there. And then Thursday night at the movies. I'm not quite sure yet. Then our next Waltons episode will be. Let's see. The Matchmakers. So it looks like this is where Cora Beth comes in. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I recall, she's a bit of a cunt.
Yeah. Yeah, so we get to be Cora Beth next. So and I will be doing Cigar Lounge next week, either Monday or Tuesday. Then, we will be finishing Pop's requests here for the finish out Gilligan's Island. I know the co-hosts have to get together sometime and figure out a Monday to do that. I know Jill wants to do it on a Monday. So I got to talk to her and Nemesis and stuff and figure out a time and date. So with that, you guys all have a good night. And remember to be a gorilla.